Yo, what's happening, guys? What's happening? What's going on? What up? What up? What up? We got the regular chat and we got the side chat. Check this out here. Miss Sherry coming in hot on a Friday night, dropping 10 of them on us. Hey, coming in hot. Biddy coming in hot. Thank you for showing love, Miss Sherry. If you guys got one, please tell her thank you. We're on our way to 1,200. All right, BTM, you back here? Hey,
yeah, what's up?
What up? What up? What up?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
A few things.
Listen, I've heard there's craziness on these streets all over.
You got Betty suing fucking Craddock.
Let's get in. Hold on, let's get into that one real quick before we rattle off. We'll stop right there. Yeah. Betty's into it, and let's play this news clip here. Hold on, because Betty's got some LOLSUITs going on, and Betty's back to being a fuck stick.
Sebastian Rogers went missing from Hendersonville in 2024, prompting national coverage and a social media investigative frenzy. A content creator known for covering the case is now suing the Sumner County Sheriff and others after she was arrested for allegedly harassing Rogers' family. Welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Haley Wilgus. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry breaks down those claims.
YouTuber and content creator Andra Griffin, also known as Bullhorn Betty, has filed a lawsuit against a long list of defendants, including Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock, a Sumner County detective, and the mother, stepfather, and 2 other family members of missing Sumner County teen Sebastian Rogers. In the 10-page lawsuit filed on Thursday, Griffin claims her constitutional rights were violated, including her Fourth Amendment right against unreasonable seizures and prosecution. The lawsuit also accuses the sheriff's office and members of Sebastian Rogers' family of targeting her because of critical comments she posted to social media about the investigation and the family. Griffin adds the defendants reportedly acted, quote, recklessly and maliciously, leading to orders of protection and eventual damages, including time in jail and a $20,000 bond.
It was due to an increased fear because of the danger from threats, harassment, and as well as trespassing.
She's reporting a bunch of lies. She's harassing me, harassing my family.
Those comments came during a court proceeding last year, when several of the defendants accused Griffin of stalking and harassing the family.
This is First Amendment protected speech. There has to be some action that will require that by Ms. Griffin to direct that to the petitioners. And the statute clearly says that it's only a violation if the defendant knowingly does that.
According to the district attorney's office, the grand jury ultimately declined to indict Griffin because they did not believe there was enough evidence.
Griffin is asking the court to block any further retaliation action against her, along with compensatory and punitive damages. She is also requesting a jury trial. I attempted to reach out to Griffin, her attorney, and all the parties named in this lawsuit. I'm still waiting to hear back. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office says they cannot comment on pending litigation.
So, there's that. What do y'all think?
What a fucking joke.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lawyer is going off of not all the information, because I was reading the complaint, and it doesn't mention the first hearing, nor does it mention that Betty tried to call in via Zoom or like a phone call, and then went live stream during the hearing, knowing that you had a hearing.
Yeah. Pretty crazy work, huh? Here's the complaint. Let's read it.
Well, and I mean, the judge ultimately is the one that agreed that the orders, the 4 protective orders, should go into place, but he's not mentioned.
Yeah, I think that's purposeful. Usually a complaint is for your bet. You put your best argument out there. You think it's going to be the best of the best, and you're going to omit the stuff that makes your case look weakest.
I'm curious, did her feces get hurt when that officer responded to her a couple of weeks ago in that post that she commented on? Is that what really sparked all this again?
No, I think she's had this plan for a while. I don't think you just walk into a law firm like this and then suddenly they just take your case just out of the blue. I think she's been working on this for a while.
Well, she's been hinting around, like, not recently. I mean, today she said something was going to drop, in the Sebastian Rogers information, but it wouldn't be about the case. It would be about her.
Mm-hmm.
But up until today, like, she's kind of backed off of the whole, like, I'm going after Sumner County. Like, she stood out there in front of that sheriff's office demanding Eric Craddock to give a press conference, calling him all kinds of names. And, like, so your fifis are hurt because he didn't do what you demanded, so now you're going to sue the man?
Well, she's not just suing him. She's suing...
Right.
Sheriff Craddock.
Suing Eric Craddock.
Lisa,
and then the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox.
Well, it's Lisa Bowington, Katie Lynn Proudfoot, Christopher Andrew Proudfoot, Terry Bowersox, and Maddie Bowersox. That's who she's suing. I can read the complaint if you like. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know if they have to get their own attorneys though. I don't know. But yeah.
I mean, they could go pro se, but
I don't know if like the state's gonna pick it up. Like it's just like they're gonna be like one person defends them all, or they're each gonna have to have their own attorney. Like each like Katie, Chris, Terry, or whatever, like their own attorneys. I don't know what the situation would be for that one. But yeah, with these civil rights attorneys, you might be asking like, why? How does she have the money for this? She doesn't have the money. The guy does it for free. He gets money based upon winning, and then attorney's fees if he wins or gets a settlement. So she is represented by an attorney. So also, please do not contact the attorney. Do not harass the attorney. Do not bother even harass an attorney. I'm just putting that out there.
And do not harass the sheriff, Lisa Byington, Proudfoots, or Bower Sox.
Yeah, but I'm just particularly putting that because you know how they are. She's gonna be like, my attorney was harassed, and then blame one of us because we talked about this case. So I am putting this out here. Do not harass the attorney. Do not call the attorney. Do not do anything. She does have an attorney. This is what Craddock dared her to do a week ago, begged her so he can charge her again. Remember that? The fight on tour. I mean, I think she's going to have a hard time. Like, this case is not going to be as easy as they think it is. I mean, I'll read it. If you want me to read the complaint, Queen, I can. And you can scroll.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to read the complaint. So, I mean, it's...
I just can't read it that small.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll read it here in just a second, or we both can, or whatever. But give me just a minute. Tammy Bryanger, thank you for the $2 super sticker. Smoke them if you got them. Brianna says, this is what Craddock dared her to do a week ago. Begged her so he can charge her again. Remember that? The fight on Twitter? She did it anyways. That was not Craddock. Hold on. Go ahead. I was just trying to finish reading, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sounding quiet. Hey, what's up, Catherine? Hi, everyone. I think Queen, small town girl, was quiet, and I don't know what's going on. Is it me?
Yeah, I got to let the dogs in real fast. I mean, I don't care if she, whatever. Say what you got to say, honey. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. So, anyways, basically, it was not Craddock. It was a different officer. We can go over that too. But as far as the complaint goes, we are right up here at the front. You want to read this, B-Tim? You want me to make it bigger for you? What?
I mean, I can read. I have the complaint on. Like, I downloaded the complaint. I can read it from my copy. But
yeah, I did too. But you said you wanted it bigger, so I just didn't know if you wanted me to make it bigger on here, or if you had it, you wanted to put it up, or.
I could just read it through my complaint, and then because you don't have to scroll through it constantly.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So the complaint starts as comes the plaintiff, Andrew Griffin, and files the complaint against the defendant, Sheriff Eric Craddock, Lisa
Byington,
Katie Lynn Proudfoot, Christopher Andrew Proudfoot, Terry Bowersox, and Maddie Bowersox, and would show the court as follows. And then this is
basically Betty's suing the family of a missing child.
And the parents of the stepfather, and also the retired, I think, sheriff or whatever, and the current one. This is the civil rights action brought pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1983, seeking declaratory and equitable relief, compensatory and punitive damage, as well as other relief against the defendant for violation of plaintiff's Fourth Amendment rights to be free of reasonable seizure and prosecution, except upon probable cause. So we'll look up what this is, 8042. Because, we got to look up these things for a moment. I don't want to just read code and not have a clue.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, me too. While you're looking that up real fast, like someone just said something that is kind of a really good point too. Like Betty made sure that this was filed the weekend of Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
Right. Filed it on the weekend of Mother's Day while she's got a missing son. Betty, you're a piece of shit. And yes, we can read this. It's a public filing.
Oh yeah, it was on the a news. It was at a news site. We downloaded from a news site. We didn't sneak it.
We're good. We're good.
No one gave it to us secretly. It's on a news site.
We didn't get it emailed secretly.
No email secrets. Okay, so basically 42 U.S.C. 1983 is a federal statute that allows individuals to sue state and local government officials for civil rights violation. It enables lawsuits for damages, injunctions, attorney's fees when a person acts under color of law and deprives someone of rights secured by the U.S. Constitution or federal laws. Okay, so we know that. So you know what that is.
And you got to slow down. You can't read it too fast. I know you like, what I'm saying? You like to read fast, but people can't keep up with us when we do that. So slow me down when I start. You know what I mean?
So we don't need to rename the parties again because we know who the parties are.
Right.
So I'm just jumping that part. I'll just jump. I'll jump to plaintiff, reporter, commentator. We'll jump to facts. Because we know we're not going to just read everything.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
Plaintiff, reporter, and commentator. Here we
go. At all times relevant, plaintiff was and continues to be an online journalist and a commentator concerning
life,
crime victims and their rights. At all times relevant, plaintiff published through her YouTube channel known as Bullhorn Betty, which currently has over 40,000 followers, subscribers, and over 11.7 million views. Plaintiff also published on various social media platforms, including Facebook. I love how they did Facebook. I think it's called Meta now, but okay. X, TikTok, which together has approximately 190,000 followers and receives between 500,000 to 2 million views per month. Throughout her career as a journalist, plaintiff has extensively covered many high-profile missing children and other cases nationally, including the cases of Gabby Petito, Laundry, Kylan Schlicht, Crystal Turner. Thank you. Crystal Turner, Kathleen Moore, Kathleen Moore, Colin Knapp, Ruth, Cecilia, Summer Wells, Miranda Rosa, Anthony Todd, Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman, and post-night club shooting. Where's the Quentin Simon?
Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. No, she didn't. That's Heels in the Air. No, she didn't. That's Heels in the Air stuff. You're a lying fuck.
Where is Quentin Simon?
Oh, you mean the one that she fucking absolutely destroyed, in my opinion? The one that the lawsuit happened from because that's what started me and her? Yeah, we left that out. We're going to leave that out.
Oh, we're not going to mention Quentin Simon. Is that because you did the same thing you did to these parents? You're not going to mention that, right? Okay.
We're going to pull up my lawsuit and see how what matches. Right?
Yeah.
When you also notice.
We'll run it through the, AI like they love to do.
You also notice that I'm surprised that she was of course going to put Gabby Petito on there, but let's not forget how you tried to sue Brian Laundrie's family over a sign.
I'm sure that's going to come up in their response.
For $40.
Yeah.
10, plaintiff reporting work has taken her to many parts of the country where she has helped investigate, assisted in search and rescue efforts, and sought answers for families in her audience. While on her investigative trips, plaintiff reports her activities, findings, and opinions, sometimes reporting live from various locations. Well, you know, that is true. She does travel around. Definitely travel around. On February 26, 2020, yeah. South Carolina.
But a part of that
a little camping trip, don't she?
Yeah, she loves South Carolina. Right?
A part of that she just mentioned, that she said that she helps investigate cases. What law office has ever asked her to help investigate a missing child case or anything?
None. On February 26, 2024, Sebastian Rogers, who was at the time 15 years old, artistic boy, reported missing from his home by his mother, defendant Katie Proudfoot, and his stepfather, defendant Christopher Proudfoot. Soon thereafter, a community-wide search effort began that was initially reported by a local news station that same day. 12. Because Sebastian was not located, an Amber Alert was issued, and the community search continued. Since reporting Sebastian missing, defendants Christopher Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot have given multiple interviews with both traditional news and online media outlets, including WSMV, 4, Nashville, Nancy Grace, and several others. B. Plaintiff's coverage of Sebastian's disappearance. 13. Sebastian's disappearance attracted attention of media outlets nationwide, including numerous online media reporters and content creators such as Plaintiff. 14. Plaintiff's reporting commentary regarding Sebastian ultimately became critical of Sumner County Sheriff's Department handling of the investigation of Sebastian's disappearance and began raising questions about whether any family members were involved. 15. Apparently upset by Plaintiff's reporting, defendant Katie Proudfoot made an incident report to defendant Byington on June 20, 2024, complaining she and her family members were being harassed by a person on YouTube. That plaintiff had made several YouTube videos, chats regarding her theories, opinions as to investigate and the juvenile disappearance. The incident report also states, quote, on or around June 22nd, 2024, defendant Byington received Byington, thank you. I'm always bad with names. Byington.
Okay, Byington. I just didn't want you to keep tripping up on it. You know what I mean? It's
a weird name. Received different.
The Lisa Byington, Detective Byington, that she said she was going to sue and go after, and that she was going to make sure all her cases were overturned. The SA cases that she did. Remember that?
Well, I'm sure where she's got a.
I remember that, you fucking bitch.
But you also, like she said that, you know, she's giving her opinions. How come she never mentioned or hasn't mentioned yet that she threatened Terry Bowersox? Got out of her car.
Well, they're not going to mention that in their complaint. You know, they're not going to mention their the defense's case in their complaint. They're going to try to like fluff it up as much as possible.
Oh, you're not going to tell the truth?
Well, you're telling the truth, but you're omitting the other part of the truth. You know, it's kind of like, you know, that's how it's going to work. Just like how they didn't want to mention Quentin Simon's case. You know, she mentioned all these other cases. Why wouldn't she want to mention Quentin Simon's case? Maybe because that would look really bad for, you know, if you compare the two of her standing outside a house and someone getting assaulted in front of the house at one point by Dolly Vision, and how she just was harassing that group of people.
And she like totally missed the spot where she like trespassed on everybody's property too in Tennessee. She left that out too.
Yeah, well, we're sure the response is probably going to have that. Byington received information that Bullhorn Betty was in Sumner County and posting videos and going live while driving around the area, to include defendant Katie Proudfoot's home and defendant Christopher Proudfoot's workplace in Memphis, Shelby County, Tennessee. Defendant Katie Proudfoot and some of her family members believe Bullhorn Betty is harassing and stalking them, while also encouraging the public to photograph and or video them while out in public and to send the data to her. How is that an untrue statement? We literally have her showing pictures and videos of them doing that.
Well, yeah, she showed the picture of Katie in church with Faith.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's a misstatement, but okay, but these are facts. Maybe he's like admitting these facts. On June 22nd, 2024, plaintiff traveled from her home in Florida to Sumner County, Tennessee, where she spent 3 days reporting on Sebastian's disappearance. During her time in Sumner County, plaintiff broke no laws, did nothing illegal, and simply engaged in her general report endeavors. Afterwards, she returned to her home in Florida home. Her home in Florida, a Florida home. I'm sure she forced the attorney to write that personally. I feel like she personally said, write that down. I engaged.
Well, yeah, because that's when she went after, during that 3-day trip is when she went after Terry. When she made the threats of going and getting a pew-pew.
Wasn't that the one where, is that the 3 days where she chased after Bowersox's car? Yeah, that's not going to look too good. She
got out of her car at that red
Tony
light.
actually paid her. TikTok Tony that just died, paid her money.
Yeah, $50.
Yep, $50.
Beating up the B-Sox.
Yeah, that's not going to look good for her defense.
We have all this shit saved.
Well,
so
I'm sure
they have all of it.
Yeah. 17, unbeknownst to plaintiff on July 25th, 2024 and August 1st, 2024, defendants Katie Proudfoot, Terry Bowersox, and Mary Bowersox, based upon false and or misleading affidavits, obtained ex parte temporary orders of protection from the General Sessions Court of Sumner County, Tennessee. Defendants Christopher Proudfoot similarly obtained an ex parte temporary order of protection on the same false and misleading basis on August 17, 2024. Like, okay, I guess you're going to have to prove that. Good luck with that one, since she video recorded everything.
Well, she can't prove it because the judge ordered them to be in place. Like, they got the ex parte orders, and then they went in front of a judge that Betty chose not to go to, which is why she had a warrant out for her arrest, which caused her to get arrested. The judge then ordered the 4 ROs to be in place.
I mean, I think the issue is that she knew she had to be there. The first hearing was postponed because she dodged service and didn't show up. Then they mailed it to her, and they finally served it to her, I think, 3 days into it. And then during was it the second hearing where she logged in? She tried to log in, call in, right? Or was it the first one?
I believe it was the first one because that's the one that got the warrant. And when she went back to Tennessee is when she got arrested. She went there for the vigil at that pet. They had the pet rescue stuff there.
Yeah,
with the whole Texana stuff.
So you think it was the first here? Because I know there was 2 hearings. There was one that was attempted, but it had to be postponed because she didn't show up. And then there's the second one, right?
I think she got a continuance on the first one. And then the second one, she was supposed to be there, didn't show up, but ended up driving to Tennessee the very next day after the court hearing.
Yeah, but when did she call in? Because I know she called in and she went live literally when she couldn't call in.
Yeah, that was the second one. And then she went live when she couldn't call in, and then she left Florida and drove to Tennessee the next day.
Yeah, and that's going to be like that's going to be a little bit of an issue because you're going to be like, well, I didn't have notice. Well, you knew you were going to be there because you called in.
Well, and she told the news reporter that she, like a week before the hearing, that she had an upcoming hearing.
So, I mean, I think that's going to be pretty tough, but whatever, we'll continue. I mean, I don't know, it's probably pretty tough to prove that you didn't have notice when you're literally on the news telling people that you know about the hearing. It seems like you're ducking and dodging service. That's what it seems like to me, but that's just my opinion.
Well, she was, because remember, she was staying at her mom's.
Well, I'm just saying my opinion, it seems like it. But your opinion can be that too.
Well, right, because she went live the day, I think she went live during the court hearing and they pulled it up.
Yeah.
In court and was like, look, she's live. And she was at her mom's house.
Yeah. 18, the petitions on which the defendants Katie Proudfoot, Terry Bowersox, and Maddie Bowersox obtained their ex parte order of protection falsely accused plaintiff of stalking. Okay. Okay. The petition of defendant Christopher Proudfoot falsely accused plaintiff of stalking and also falsely accused plaintiff of threatening to do harm and harassment. Defendant Christopher Proudfoot also requested a gag order from talking, suggesting or any other ways about son's missing case. He ordered not to have any form of third-party contact me or my daughter. Yeah, because you actually called him hell, actually, and harassed him, and then talked about other things. I don't know. You're gonna have a tough time, Betster. 19. The three ex parte orders of protection taken out by defendant Katie Proper, Terry Bowersox, and Manny Bowersox were sent to be heard on August 22nd, 2024. It's funny that he doesn't mention the earlier date. Wasn't there like an earlier date? This wasn't the final date. I mean, that was the final date, but there was an earlier date, right? Small Town?
I'd have to go back and double check. I can't remember, but I do think that there was, but I don't want to say for sure because I don't know for sure yet.
Yeah, she has a lawyer. She has a civil rights attorney.
And you know what? Hold on. One thing else I just thought of when she's talking about all this, she never mentions her attorney.
You're breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Try again. Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. She never mentions the attorney that she said that she fired because that attorney didn't know what he was doing. Remember Frizzell?
Yeah, we're going to probably hear about Frizzell, whatever his name is, eventually. Not in this one, but probably during this case. Okay, so 22nd to 2024, the petition of defendant Christopher Proper was set to be heard August 29th, 2024. 20. Significantly, the petitions and ex parte orders of protection were served on plaintiff at her Florida home on August 19, 2024, only 3 days before the Tennessee hearing date. The reason for this delay in service is unexplained at this point. I wonder why it's unexplained at this point. I think we know why it was unexplained. Was it because the first hearing she ducked and dodged, and then the second hearing she was trying to duck and dodge, and she was at her mom's house, and then she was constantly saying that they would have to like serve the attorney general with it or some shit?
We pulled it up on one of Queen's lives. We pulled up how many attempts they had at trying to serve her.
Like, you were ducking and dodging service, and the judge got pissed off at you. He basically said, okay, you're ducking and dodging service. Okay, then it says Terry Allen Bowersox versus Andrew Griffin, petition for order of protection, Sumner County General Sessions, court document, blah, blah. Although there is a received stamp dated August 2nd, 2024, the only file stamped by Sumner County Clerk is dated August 20th, 2024. Probably because your client was ducking and dodging. That was the first supposed to be hearing. And then you ducked and dodged that one. And then that would happen. The same thing for the other ones. 21. TCA 363605 required that the court shall cause a copy of the petition, notice of date set for the hearing on such petition, as well as copy of any ex parte orders protection to be served upon respondent at least 5 days prior to such hearing. TCA 363605. So that's pretty much, let me see. That's the domestic relations, kind of like order protection hearing. That's what it's called. So basically, that's what that code is.
So is it a different type of RO that she has? Because she doesn't have a domestic violence RO. So
well, I think that's what no, she's not quoting. This is the attorney. He's using this language.
Yeah.
He's using this code. It says here, Tennessee Code title, Domestic Relations, Chapter 3, Marriage and Domestic, 6, Domestic Abuse, and then Section 363605, Ex parte Protection Order, Hearing Extension. That's what it is, hearing extension. So that's what it is. And then basically he's going to read out most of it. But the ex parte 22, however, on August 22nd, 2024, and in direct violation of the code I just read, the local general session court judge, Ronald Blenton, held a hearing with the defense being present and entered orders of protection against plaintiff, all contrary to explicit statutory mandates. The ex parte temporary orders of protection ordered the following: do not abuse. And like the order, I think the thing he's quoting is the law. This what he's saying is in violation. It says upon filing of the petition, under the parts of the courts may immediately for good cause shown issue an ex parte order of protection and immediate present danger of abuse, and petition shall constitute good cause for purpose of this section. And since within 15 days of service, such order on respondents under this part, a hearing must be held, which time the court shall either dissolve any ex parte order that has been issued, or shall, if petitioner has proved the allegation of domestic abuse, stalking, sexual exploitation of a minor, sexual assault, or human trafficking offense by preponderance of evidence, extend the order of protection for a definite period of time, not to exceed 1 year, unless further hearing continuation of such orders requested by respondent and petitioner. And I think it goes to service as well. And but I think the code for her service he's going to quote is for out-of-state service. So he's probably going to be quoting that next. But it says here, 15 days of service, such orders, then ex parte order must continue in effect until entry, subsequent orders of protection issued pursuant to the code. If no ex parte orders of protection has been issued as part time of the hearing, and the petitioner has proven the allegation of domestic abuse, I think that's not necessary. I'm trying to find like the part where it is. I'm trying to find the part. Okay, yeah, I can't find it right there. I'll look for it later. But that's pretty much what it is, the code that he's talking about. Then it says ex parte temporary orders, protection orders. The following: do not abuse, threaten to abuse. And this is what the ex parte order is basically stating. Do not abuse, threaten to abuse, hurt, or try to hurt a frightened petitioner and/or petitioner minor children under 18. Do not put petitioner and petitioner's minor children under 18 in fear of being hurt or in fear of not being able to leave or get away. Do not stalk or threaten to stalk petitioner and petitioner's minor children under 18. Which I think the photo is going to be a big fucking problem for Betty when they show a photo of her taking a picture of Chris's kid and kind of stalking him. That's going to be a problem for her, but whatever. Do not come about.
Well, we don't have proof that she took it, that she just showed a picture that she claims she received.
Which kind of contradicts her argument that she wasn't receiving photos and emails from people to stalk these people.
Well, she also said that she never reached out to Chris, but then got online and felt like she needed to be a Billy Badass that day and literally played her call in her voicemail to Chris.
Yeah. Do not come about the petitioner or the petitioner's minor children protected by this order, including come by or to a shared residence for any purpose. Do not contact the petitioner and petitioner's minor children protected by this order, either directly or indirectly, by phone, email, messages, mail, or any other type of communication or contact. You must not hurt or threaten to hurt any animals owned or kept by the petitioner or petitioner's children. Others do not interfere with the property owned. Other orders do not interfere with the property owned or kept by petitioner or with utilities of the home. Now in the 24, it says, after the August 22nd, 2024 hearing, the court ordered the following: obey all orders on the form, not abuse or threaten or abuse petitioners or petitioners' minor children. Not to stalk or threaten to stalk petitioners or petitioners' minor children. No contact. You must not come about the petitioner, including coming by or to a shared residence for any purpose, and must not contact petitioner and petitioner's children either directly or indirectly by phone, email, messages, text messages, mail, or any other type of communication or contact. Stay away. You must stay away from the petitioner's home, petitioner's workplace, children's home, and workplace. Personal contact. You must not cause intentional damage to petitioner or petitioner's children's property or interfere with the utilities of the home, and you must not hurt or threaten to hurt any animals owned or kept by the petitioner or petitioner's children. The orders to respondent about firearms: you must not have or attempt to have, receive, or attempt to receive, or in any other way get any firearms while this or any other later protective orders are in effect. Now, that was what the order has, and it says 25. When the plaintiff, who was still in Florida, learned that the local General Sessions Court learned that the local General Sessions Court judge had held an essential ex parte hearing on the petitioners in violation of Tennessee law, she published a live reports and commentary about the event soon after they took place. I wonder how she found out. Was it that she was ducking and dodging service? 26.
Probably. And we have all these clips.
Yeah. 26. In none of these reports of commentary did plaintiff in any way violate any of the orders contained in temporary orders of protection or orders coming out of August 22nd, 2024. Now, I have a question. Didn't she get violated because she didn't show up to court?
Yes, she had a warrant out for her arrest.
So, like, this whole thing about them arguing that she didn't violate the order of protection is kind of moot if the actual judge like issued the warrant because she didn't show up to court.
Well, this is what Betty's telling him.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how that is the case. Like, you're arguing, like, I don't think the argument's going to be that she violated the order of protection. I think and that because they found no true bill on that one. I think the argument is you pissed off the judge to the point where he said, you better, you know what, you're not showing up and you're playing games. I'm going to put an order out for you arrest. I don't know. That's what I think, but I thought that was the case. Maybe I'm wrong, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I mean, it is what it is. In response, plaintiff's publication of a reporting commentary, defendant's family and Byington, acting jointly in concert and combination without probable cause to believe a crime had been committed, obtained a total of 6 arrest warrants charging plaintiff with violation of order of protection. All right, 2 days later, on August 24, 2024, plaintiff was arrested in Montgomery County, Tennessee, when she appeared in a vigil organized on behalf of the missing child, Sebastian. 29.
BTM.
Take a breather real fast. Miss Melanie, thank you so much for dropping 20 of them on us. I appreciate that, and it helps the Bumbles whose memberships are rolling over. So thank you very much.
You know what is really going to hurt her also on this?
Gravity?
Is the fact that someone in their group messaged Chris and Katie on the day of Sebastian's vigil at the church saying that they could come if they apologized to Betty. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a tough case. This guy's got a real tough case to fucking battle because the main person, the main witness against him, against Betty's case is Betty. You just have to pull up the live streams.
Well, and when they were all in court and Betty was there, it was on the news, Betty was on the stand. That court hearing is when they played the video of Betty running up on Terry Bowersox and then threatening them when she left. And that's another reason that the ROs were put in place.
Yeah. So
Stitching said, and she wants a jury trial. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay muted because they're mowing. And I don't want it to be loud in you guys' ear. Shauna M2, thank you for being a member for 22 months, baby.
29. Pursuant to the local general session court judge's explicit orders, plaintiff was held in Montgomery County Jail and the Sumner County Jail for over 12 hours before being released and was forced to post a $20,000 bond.
Hold on, reread that a second. Reread that.
29. Pursuant to the local general sessions court judge's explicit orders, plaintiff was held in Montgomery County Jail and Sumner County Jail for over 12 hours before being released and was forced to post a $20,000 bond.
But only had to pay like $2,000.
Yeah, I guess, because if it's $20,000, you put 10% down, right?
Yeah, like she's not out $20,000.
Yeah, but do you get? Yeah, I guess she's not out $20,000, but she's just putting. They're making it sound more dramatic. That's how the lawyer usually does. They're gonna try to make their case. They're not gonna mention. Well, yeah, we were like this lady was filming and putting pictures of the family, and also had a whole group that was like basically recording this family going everywhere. Even to this day, she's still doing this. And also the lady basically ran her car behind this Bowersox guy and chased them with high-speed pursuit.
With Chris's picture on the front of her shirt.
With Chris's picture at the front of the suit. They're not going to mention that part. That part might not be too good for the complaint. So they're going to have to keep it. That's why it's only 10 pages. He's trying to keep it very short and sweet. The charges against plaintiff were ultimately dismissed when the Sumner County grand jury returned a no true bill on May 9, 2025. 31. At all relevant times, defendants lacked probable cause to cause the arrest, charge, or continue the prosecution of plaintiff. The charge against plaintiff were initiated and pursued based on false statements, material omissions, and/or coordinated misconduct by the individual defendants. Well, the problem with that is that you have to prove that their statements were false. And I don't know. So your basis of your entire case is that you have to prove that these people made false statements to the cops. And all you need to do is just play the fucking clips. So I don't know. 32, plaintiffs' reporting and commentary constituted protected expression under the First Amendment and were the motive for the defense to cause improper arrest and prosecution of plaintiff. That's going to be tough to prove, like mister. But anyway, 33, at no point did the individual defendants possess reasonable, trustworthy information sufficient to warrant a prudent person in believing that plaintiff had committed an offense. Any findings of probable cause was the product of defendant's own misconduct in violation of the Fourth Amendment. 34. At all relevant times, defendant Craddock established or maintained policies, customs, and or practices that were a proximate cause of the improper prosecution of the plaintiff, which included a failure to train, supervise, monitor, and discipline his deputies regarding constitutional limits of initiating and continuing the prosecution of criminal charges. Defendant Byington relied on biased complaining witnesses without adequate cooperation, ignored exculpatory information, presented false and or misleading statements, and or made material omissions to secure criminal process, even though probable cause was lacking. Defendant Craddock knew or should have known that defendant Byington engaged in this proper conduct, particularly in a high-profile case that involved a reporter who was openly critical of the sheriff's department, all of which was driving force and approximately caused the constitutional violation set out above. Defendant Craddock, improper actions combined with the retaliatory motive to silence protected criticism was a moving force behind plaintiff's prosecution without probable cause and resulted in deprivation of liberty and other damages. 35. As an approximate result of this unlawful and wrongful action of defendant and each of them acting jointly, severally, in combination and concert, plaintiff has suffered loss of liberty, physical, mental, emotional pain and suffering, and financial injury, as well as reputational harm. 36. The actions of the individual. You're going to have a tough time proving that your reputation's been harmed by this, lady. We'll just play Quentin Simon and we're just done with that one. 36. The actions of the individual defendants acted solely and or in concert, in combination with, was reckless, malicious, willful, intentional, oppressive, taken with a motive to intentionally harm plaintiff and or violate her clearly established constitutional rights and or with such reckless disregard of those clearly established rights so as to render the individual defendants liable to the plaintiff for punitive damages. And we'll go to, what do you think so far? We're going to go to causes of action soon.
I think it's a joke. She's not telling the whole story.
Yeah. Let me see. Brianna says, did I miss the part where Chris and Katie and Chris' parents became LE and subject to probable cause standards and capable of violating civil rights as a private citizen? Yeah, you missed that part. Also, I think he's trying to put them in because they made a false statement. And it's kind of normal to you. When you have like a false arrest type of case like this, you name the people that initiated the arrest, basically. So I don't think they'll have to have their own attorney. I think the state picks it up, and I think you just get named. I don't think they get personally sued. I think it's more the city. So I don't think
I think it is. But Christy Sunshine member for 17 months, all paid for by the generous Bumbles in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And then Brianna says, did I miss the part where Chris, Katie, and Chris' parents?
I read that.
Ellie? Oh, okay. Thank you for the super sticker, Brianna.
No, it's like saying I was answering that. Yeah, I think basically that's usually how it goes with the That's usually how it goes with these type of cases. You name the people that caused the arrest or something like that.
Well, here's the video that says Bullhorn Betty protective orders granted. Everyone shows up for court except Betty.
All right.
Let's take a trip. You want to watch this real fast and take a break?
Yeah, and then I'll read the last 2 pages.
Okay, sounds good.
Is I'm going to kill them with a machete.
What?
it's going to be extended until I'm properly served.
Betty
I've
live
told
while
you
she's
guys
at got
before, I
court.
have hired an attorney.
That's a lie. She's pro se.
And she's at her mom's right there.
Yep.
Again, we have an attorney for this matter, 100%. And after this case is said and done, I will be going after the Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks for damages for them willfully lying under oath. You can clearly see they staggered these out to try to get me to come to court 3 or 4 times. This is malicious. This is an abusive process. But no, you're not going to see me in court. Okay? That's the whole purpose I purchased an attorney. That's the whole reason why we raised funds for this attorney. Okay, we still are in need of funds. So if you guys would like to contribute to the legal expenses, please do so. We were able, by the gracious people of this channel, one person in particular, Lisa, that has provided some help, lots of help. And I'm very gracious for that. Through those efforts, we were able to raise $1,250 with all the people here. And while we don't try to rob our subscribers of funds unnecessarily, like Queen Bee did, we're spending the money 100% on legal expenses at this time. So if you would like to contribute, please continue to contribute. The legal expenses are going to be, I've got this paid for to take care of this matter, but there's also going to be legal expenses.
Nobody donated.
Because we are going after the Christopher, Katie, Terry, and Maddie, aka Kathy, once this is all said and done for damages. What they did is unlawful. They lied under oath. They committed crimes, okay, against me. And so all they did was extend these protective orders, nothing different than what they did the last hearing. So I don't know what dumbass Fat Lips is saying, but I can guarantee whatever they're saying is a flat out lie. That I can guarantee. I'm not breaking the law. The Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks are. So that's going to come back and bite them royally. Tons of trolls this morning. Well, block them all because we've got it on 5 days. So these people have been sitting around to comment. So if there's trolls in here, just block them. That's what we do this for. That's why I set the 5 days. That's why I set this 5 days. You guys are wishful thinking. I love it. People are saying, "Oh, you're screwed." No, I'm not screwed. I can promise you. I give you my word. This is going to all go away. It's going to go bye-bye. Peace out. See me. I'm not worried. God bless.
A few moments later.
These idiots on freaking YouTube always got my name in their mouth. Hey, Justin, you have my phone number if you ever want to talk to me instead of talking about me. Just saying. So much for loyal friendship, right? I don't say boo about you, dude. And if you think that I'm talking about you when I say the trash on YouTube, then you probably are part of the trash on YouTube. I'm just saying. Keep my fucking name out of your damn mouth. You don't know what the hell is going on. But at the end of the day, I have a bought and paid for attorney that's advising me of the law in Tennessee. So if he tells me not to go, guess what? I'm not going. If he didn't show up, there's probably a really good reason he didn't show up, right? Maybe you guys need to get off your high horse and start using your common sense. Done with the trauma and drama of the true crime scene here on these platforms. That's why I've distanced myself from everybody. And of course, everybody still talks about me. So it looks like I'm more powerful than them because nobody's talking about them. And as far as I'm concerned, Justin can stay the hell away from me forever. I just wanted to be away from him for this case because he's just wrong on all levels. But now he can just stay the hell away from me. I want nothing to do with him. Absolutely. That's a bold-faced lie. Explaining myself to people, I can promise you I have an attorney. I can promise you that attorney told me not to show up. I can promise you that this is going to go away. And I can promise you that Katie, Chris, Terry, and Kathy are going to be sued for damages. And if you don't believe me, mark my words. But again, I'm not going to argue with idiots. You know why? Because it makes me look like an idiot. Justin can argue with himself. I think we already know that. That's kind of like these hate channels. That's like these cockroach channels that clearly J is for Justice and Justin for All just kind of converted to. So, peace out.
And it was at that very time that a warrant was issued for her arrest for not appearing in court.
Yep, and this channel has all the fucking goods. Look, down here all the way at the bottom, it even has the one where she was harassing a missing child's family right here. Documents leaked to the affidavit of the Board of Protection. Bullhorn Betty reads a protective order. Bullhorn Betty goes allegedly searching. Bullhorn Betty posts arrest updates. BHB arrest confirmed. BHB arrested. This has all the fucking goods. You hear me? The call to Chris Proudfoot. This whole channel is going to go to Chris and Katie for court.
I mean, I think they already have it downloaded, to be honest.
Pretty sure they do, but I'm just going to double check to make sure.
But you know, the problem is like those that by itself is going to look really bad because that's completely different than what we just read, is it not?
Oh, it's absolutely different. Yeah, absolutely.
Like I knew that I had to be there, but I had a lawyer, and then there's like it says pro se, so it doesn't. It sounds like you're trying to.
Following? Who's stalking?
Oh Jesus Christ! You can keep on playing.
Okay, here we go.
Who's harassing? If people are in this area and they're watching me and you know Chris and Katie or you know where they like to hang out, please let me know. You know, if they had a favorite, obviously they both like to drink. Come to me if you know anything about Christopher Proudfoot, anything about where his stomping grounds were, anything about people.
Akira with the $5 super thank you. Did you guys hear that read out or no?
No, I didn't hear it read out.
Okay, BHB's lawyer is in for a surprise when the actual evidence is laid out. Absolutely. This is where it all started, as sure the fuck it is. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link for it. It's called True Crime. This is where it all started.
People that he may have known, anything about somebody wanting to come forward and just speak to me about him. So if anybody has any information about Christopher Proudfoot, anything about his life, anything about his childhood, anything about his time in elementary school, middle school, or high school, please come forward. I am very interested in speaking to you. And, you know, I'm trying to find out who Katie and Chris are as people. I'm trying to find out what they do, you know, with their normal life. Where do they go? What do they like to eat, you know, play with? Where do they like to go camping, hunting, fishing? Where do they take a vacation? What's the comfortable areas for them?
Are they not at Yogi Bear anymore? I used to have a gal that drove by there, and every now and again, when she drove by, she'd take a video.
I went to bed at midnight. I was up at 3 o'clock, 3:30. I was out the door. I was in their neighborhood by 4 a.m.
Here is the side of the Proudfoot's home, right here.
And the beautiful person that sent me this, thank you for sending that to me. Just to let you know, Katie and Faith attended church service yesterday at the 10:30 service. The Bauer Sox were there as well. Chris Proudfoot was not there. This is her at church. Absolutely happy, smitten, so happy she's got a non-defective new child. I can tell you, Chris was home this weekend. Chris was home. Katie was home. Katie's got a new car. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Katie's got a new car. The lady literally went car shopping in the middle of her son's missing person. She left the house. She's changed her hair color. She's now changing her appearance. She's wearing glasses there. Chris Proudfoot was not at the airport to pick up his daughter. It's time for me to go over to the Yogi Bear campground. I want to see. I doubt that anybody will speak to me. I'm not going to try to you know, if somebody's willing to speak to me, I'd love to speak to them.
Like I use this phone here to capture on the 9-foot pole, but these are my night vision goggles and stuff. They film, they record, they everything. These things right here are pretty awesome. I'm good at what I do. It's kind of creepy I do what I do, but I'm good at what I do, and it's a job. And this is Stafford Court right here. So we just do a UE. We're at the very back past the Proudfoot's home. Every single one of these posts and poles have Sebastian Rogers. 155. It's right there. Right there. They're almost to the end. There you have it. Hope the Bowerstocks get my message. Open your mouth. Katie and Chris are trained to kill. Period. They are trained not only to kill, but to know how to handle that. This woman offed her freaking kid, in my opinion, and she's around another freaking kid. You guys saw what I did the last time that happened.
Tool. And I feel that she got rid of her defective child for one that wasn't. If you want my truth.
Look at the shirt I wore. He's gonna even be madder. Oh my God! Little whiny man. Little whiny man. I had this shirt on all day.
This is like Brett.
I passed around a few more for some people in his community. Gave some shirts away. Seth, what you gonna do, sir? I didn't step on your property other than to put a missing person flyer on your post. Dum-dum. Oh, Terry Bowerstocks. Oh, you wanna come around here? Oh, look at who it is. It's Terry Bowerstocks. Look who just pulled up. Why are you taking my license plate?
Why are you filming me?
Because you came by and filmed me, Mr. Bowerstocks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm in a public place. Yes. Why are you harassing me and following me? Why are you harassing me and following me when I'm conducting business?
How can I be following you? When
you just were in the plaza. You've been following me, sir. You guys have been harassing me and threatening me for 2 days.
Prove it.
I am right here, sir. Right here, sir. Better go through that fucking light. Fuck with me. I don't need violence. I'll capture you on film. Prove it. There it is. Who's following? Who's stalking? Who's harassing? Who? The proof is in the pudding. See me in here. You want something to say to me, Mr. Bowerstocks? Say it to my face. I'm fishing, bitch. And you just was caught. I already done told your son-in-law he didn't want to mess with me. I know what the hell I'm doing here. But you guys, Terry, that was a bad decision. Bad decision, my friend, because you got some money. And people like me like to use the law to protect themselves. I just want to ask you, what do you think your law enforcement is going to do when you piss me the fuck off? And it goes for the Bowerstocks and the Proudfoots. When I bring the shit show to your town, I'm just asking, because I've been very calm. I've been very courteous. I've been trying to do my job without making a ruckus. But if you wanna push me, honey, I'll come back with a whole kind of ruckus that you guys would not even know what to do with, and your law enforcement will not be able to stop. Do that shit again, Mr. Proudfoot and Mr. Bowerstocks. Pull that shit again. You will hear me roar. Goes, but I like Jonathan's. So I have a funny feeling I'm about to go to Jonathan's and get me like a $50 or $60 steak. I think I earned it. I don't like spending that kind of money on me, but you know what I'm gonna do, because the officer said that they are second A here. That that the law enforcement welcomes it. And they also said that, you know what? They reminded me that Tennessee has reciprocity in Florida, or with Florida. He said I can bring my gun there. My concealed weapons license works here just fine. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? Maybe we'll get a little GoFundMe. Maybe I just need to go to the local gun store and get myself a little pistol, right? I think this is an open carry state. We'll get myself a little holster. Thinking you're gonna intimidate me? Well, bitch, I had you shaken, didn't I? Didn't expect me to get out of my car and address you, did you? Didn't expect to see a tiny little blonde thing, did you? Mr. Big Guy. Think you're going to intimidate a little girl like me? Beat you, Terry Bowerstocks. Don't worry. Me and you are going to be acquainted really soon. You don't have nothing to worry about, Cupcake. Me and you are going to get to know each other really good, one-on-one. Trust me, the pressure campaign's just beginning. Just beginning. And your fat bitches ain't going to be able to keep up with me. Just saying. So good luck.
Why is Kathy Bowerstocks posting a Terry Bowerstocks Sam's Club receipt? Didn't make sense. Anyone in the family could have walked in and used his card. I know this day and age, anybody can use anybody's card. Our money's not safe. You notice they keep getting, they protect our money, but they make it so easy to steal.
Look at it, even in the ditch. Look at there. I got down in the ditch, y'all. You see that? I got down in the ditch. I got down in the ditch. Look at that. This, boom. Now, Proudfoots, everywhere you turn, you're going to see that beautiful boy's face. Everywhere. Don't worry, Chris.
Are we going to get a second opportunity to read a deposition of Bullhorn Betty?
I think so.
Because could you? I think would it be like it's a state thing?
We can get it once we have to pay for it, but it's going to be and it'll probably cost out the ass, but we can get it.
Oh, it'll be worth it.
Yes, it will be, and yes, we will pay for it. Listen, you guys donate enough memberships, we'll figure it out, bro. We will fucking figure it out.
I'll get it.
That's a fucking damn good thing. What we need to have too.
I can't wait for her lawyer to watch this.
Oh yeah.
I wish we could like see the lawyer's face while this is being played while Betty's being deposed.
Oh yeah, and it gets better. I got one more left to play real quick.
Bear and around St. Jude's Hospital too, my friend. Everybody's going to know your son is missing, and everybody's going to be searching for that boy. All they're looking for is either to go to jail or put me in jail, but they're going to be in jail before I am. I can guarantee that with the way they're going.
All right, we got one more left from this channel, and this is a damn good channel, so make sure y'all sub up to it because it is a damn good channel. But here, this is where she really fucked up, and I just need to play this before we go back and finish reading this because she really fucked up with this one. Uh-oh, who is this?
Tip $2 Canadian through Super Chat. I'm donating first for the depot. Here's a start.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here we go. Thank you, sweet one, for the super sticker. Yeah, so here, this is a really good one. This is something we gotta listen to real quick. Cause she really thought she was doing big stuff. She thought she was doing big things with this call.
I've never contacted these people. I've never had anybody contact these people. This is infuriating, right? Katie and Chris. Oh, Chris, remember that text message I told? Oh, let's read the text message I sent you. I'm not going to read your response to me, but I'll read my message because I want to see if it rings true to you now, Mr. Proudfoot. Oh, I put a message. Oh, it was a voicemail message. And just to show you that this is the real Chris Proudfoot. Okay. I just don't want you seeing the message he wrote me because I don't have his permission to use it. That was weird. I didn't play my voicemail clip.
Hi, Chris. It's Bullhorn Betty. I did want to stop by because I saw you on another channel that protects criminals.
Mine.
Which is kind of odd that you circulate those channels. However, there was one comment that you made about how we need to take law classes. And I just wanted to let you know, I don't know if you know this about me, but I worked in law offices for years. I have a paralegal degree.
That was live.
And I graduated with honors, as a matter of fact. So I know you think I'm an idiot and don't know what I'm doing, but I can promise you I do. And I've done investigative work on cases just like this many other times. So if you would like to talk off the record, I'm happy to hear what you have to say. But honestly, this is where I stand. So take it for what you will.
So, Chris, I just wanted to let you know. How do you like me now? I mean, you didn't like me before. You didn't like me before. But I just want to let you know, knock, knock. Hi, I'm Bullhorn Betty. I told you I would be up in your orifices and up in your colon. I'm not far enough yet. I'm not far enough. And I told you it'd be painless. Like you didn't even know I was up there until boom. Right? I see a polyp. Time to burn that ass, baby. Time to burn that ass.
crazy.
You know what's also going to be fantastic in reply to that clip that we just played? Betty sitting on the stand saying, nope, I've never contacted him.
Right. Ha! And then that call gets played.
Right.
I mean, and the thing is, like, this takes a while. These things don't like happen overnight. Like when you get to depositions and stuff like that, they take years, man. So I mean, congratulations, Betty. You get more years of litigation on top of it. I mean, imagine going into your 50s, going into another lawsuit. Crazy. Fucking crazy.
Could you imagine Sumner County settling, and this is just very hypothetical, but Sumner County settling with Betty outside of court and then that money going straight to Granny and Barbecue?
Oh my God, right? I don't think they don't usually settle cases unless depositions are held. So usually depositions are usually held before even talks of settling even enters the picture. So that I don't think settling would even occur until her deposition. A bunch of depositions are done. But,
well, and after reading that sheriff's response to her comment on the Sumner County Sheriff's Office a couple of weeks ago, they know exactly who they're dealing with, and I'm probably 100% confident that they're ready.
Well, the issue is that she's claiming that the statements weren't probable cause for even getting a protective order, but like I don't think that's going to be a good argument in front of a jury. And this is going to be in front of a Tennessee jury, so I don't know. It's not going to be not the greatest argument. It's not going to look good, but we'll see. So the next one is cause of action, the 37. The action of defendants solely and or combination violate plaintiff's Fourth Amendment rights. Quest for relief. Enter a declaratory judgment pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 2201, declaring that the prosecution of plaintiffs violated her rights as secured by the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Issue a proprietary injunction restraining, prohibiting, and enjoining defendants from taking retaliatory action against the plaintiff. So basically, this one means, I guess, they can't sue her. So they're hoping that by doing this, that they can't be the Bower Sox and anyone can't sue her for defamation, which is kind of wild. Award plaintiff a judgment of compensatory damages in the amount sufficient to compensate her for her injuries and damages. Award plaintiff an appropriate amount of punitive damages. Award plaintiff her reasonable attorney fees and costs pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1988. In panel
Hold on
attorney,
1 second.
I'm almost done.
I find it odd that she mentions injuries because she didn't mention injuries until she was responding or going back and forth with that sheriff and saying that she had bruises and she has pictures.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. I'm sure she's full of it too. 43, impanel a jury to try this matter, and 44, grant plaintiff such other and further general relief as so she may be entitled upon hearing of this cause. Respectfully submitted, the law firm of Bullhorn Betty. And it's an actual legit law firm. It looks like it handles civil cases and stuff like that. I just think he probably wasn't told all the information. I think that's the problem. I think he's going to have, when discovery starts coming in, it's not going to look good.
I wouldn't be surprised if after this attorney starts receiving that information, I would be highly shocked that he hasn't dropped this case.
I think sometimes they do after a while. I mean, I don't think it's going to be dropped right now. I think they're going to be waiting for the response. I think, what is it, 21 days or something like that for a response? I'm not sure, Tennessee or whatnot. There's going to be a response, and there's going to be, the usual motions with courts. I don't know if they're going to try to dismiss it immediately, or, I don't know what their plans are. I don't know what the tactic is, but, it's interesting.
I find it very interesting that she's also requesting a jury trial.
Well, they always request a jury trial, but she wants to, she's going to probably pull out a bullhorn and scream like, I've been injured, my reputation has been destroyed.
Yeah, she's had that attorney before.
Did she have that attorney?
Yes, Tyler Weiss, yes.
Where did she have that
That's
from?
her current attorney she has now for the ROs.
Right.
Ah.
That's who signed this. That's who signed that lawsuit.
Yeah, that's who she hired after she fired Frizzell.
Right.
And this is the same attorney that she had that GoFundMe up for. For what was it, 30,000?
Yeah, I think she made like 4,600. Which, by the way, where did that money go?
You're talking super low. Like, I don't know if you want me to turn your mic up or you want to try to get closer to the phone or
Me?
Small town. She's super
sorry.
low, and if I turn it up higher, you're too high, Tim. So it's like
just like you. You're high a lot too.
Yeah, I'm saying like your volume. I'm high all the time, but your volume it'll be too loud if I turn it up. You know what I mean?
I just moved the phone closer. Is it better?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and remember, like she just talked the other day that she has spent $120,000 due to bullying. Remember, we just played that clip.
Yeah, $120,000 to fight the bullying online. I'm sure she's going to pad up as much things as possible. The problem is that she already had a deposition about, I don't know, 8 months ago that she didn't mention any of this shit. So this attorney will quit. I don't think he'll quit. I think most likely it will go to depositions. And I think something's going to, I don't think there's going to be like outright dismissed. I don't know. But I think it'll probably go to depositions, and probably from like a year and a half, 2 years from now, we'll see that. Might be faster, I don't know. But I generally, when you sue the city or sue this county or sue anyone like that, they don't exactly move with swiftness. If you catch my drift.
And CJK, she's suing Chris, Katie, Terry, Kathy Bowerstocks, and Eric Craddock, and Lisa Byington. She was the DA, I believe, that signed the warrant for Betty to be arrested, and I believe she has since retired.
Yeah, and the problem is that you are essentially saying the judge, the DA, and the police officer, and everyone else is lying but Betty. Everyone else is lying but Betty. Betty was framed. Betty wasn't harassing and stalking this family. Betty wasn't doing any of that stuff. Betty didn't ignore going to the court at all and acting like an idiot. Just Betty's a victim. Betty needs money, especially for her.
You know what I believe? You know what I believe Tennessee also has? An anti-SLAPP.
I don't think this will be covered under anti-SLAPP. I don't think it would. This is not going to be covered by anti-SLAPP. This is like the civil rights type of deal, like their Fourth Amendment right is taken, so it's going to be like, it's going to be heard. It's probably going to be responded to. Probably the county's going to pick it up. Their attorney's going to basically pick it up. And there might be other attorneys, but I think usually just the county picks it up, or the state or city. And pretty much that's it. It's going to be a very slow process. And it might get dismissed. It might not get dismissed. It might go to depositions. I don't know. We'll see.
Did one of you guys say Byington was a DA? Because if so, she's not. She's the detective.
I did. I misspoke.
Oh, yeah, okay. and I misspoke too because I heard. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because Detective Byington is the detective. She's not.
Yeah. And she's retired. I believe she's retired now. But yeah, she is the detective.
If this is her appeals attorney, has the current appeal been ruled on? I have no idea, Stitching.
I believe her current 4 ROs are still in place.
Yeah. I don't know how the state handles where you have a protective order and someone decides to sue you while there is a protective order on you. That seems like third-party contact to me, but I don't know. It seems a little interesting, don't you think? Imagine like a stalker says to themselves, you know what, I can't stalk you, I'm just going to sue you. That's my opinion. I think that's kind of crazy. And it's kind of interesting, that news media picked that up right away. I wonder who gave them the scoop, who gave them a little call ahead of time.
I wonder. Considering she was just talking about it today.
It's almost as if someone gave the news media that like covers her somewhat lightly a heads up. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Wonder if Betty getting her hair done yesterday had anything, like if there was truly a reason on why, after wanting to let her hair grow out naturally for so long, that she just up jumps and goes and gets it done yesterday. Is she planning on someone from the news wanting to do an interview with her?
Bro, that'd be the most stupidest thing you can ever do in a case like this, because the more you talk, the more they're going to record the shit and use it against you. That's crazy. That is crazy. By the way, did you hear, on a side note, that fucking Turtle Boy is mad at fucking the lawyer you know? Did you hear about that? Just a
No,
side
I haven't.
Oh my god, that was kind of funny. He's like, it's bored. I'm bored with him reading the legal. I can't fucking deal with the like. He's like he does not like him, and he was pissed off kind of that he wasn't like promoting his GoFundMe and shit like that. I'm like laughing. I'm like, yeah, we know. Well, basically because the guy is not promoting his GoFundMe. Other lawyers might, but and then he's pissed off at at that guy. He's absolutely fucking pissed off at him. And he's doing snide remarks. He's saying it's boring. The shit, he could just do it himself. He can read these court documents himself and stuff like that. But yeah. Why is he mad at LIK? I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. I think he's probably not going to be noticed by LYK, but whatever. That's crazy. The lawyer, on oh my god, I almost read that, Molly. You almost got me to read that. Turtle Boy is a guy who is facing a lot of legal conundrums recently. He's got a criminal case for. He's got a criminal case when it comes to witness intimidation. He's got 2 lawsuits. I found out he actually has a lawsuit. Recently just started called Kylie Kirkpatrick, which I have no idea. He could have been rightly covering that lady, and that lady's a nut job that decided to sue him for no fucking reason. But she's basically suing him pro se in California now. And it was filed April 20th, 2026. So he's got 2 civil lawsuits in 2 states, and he has a criminal matter. So I think he's probably feeling that little pinch of, I need money and I need now. Like that, have you ever heard that song? With like, like settlements, and I need money now. You know that song? J.G. Wentworth's. It's like, did you ever hear that song? No, I guess no one heard that song. I gotta look up the lyrics. Let me see, what was it? I gotta remember the lyrics. I remember I used to hear that all the time, the fucking TV. I have structured celibate and I need cash now. I have 3 lawsuits and I need cash now. Just bought a house. I kind of think of that one, but Turtle Boy's like, come on, donate to my fucking legal fund. I got 3 fucking cases. This shit's getting expensive. And then I heard Karen Reed's case too. That was interesting. They keep on canceling depositions, and the attorney for the family is basically stating like clickbait, which I don't think was a smart move to say in a hearing usually, because judges don't really like that, but whatever. But like there's like 17 attorneys, and I'm like, yeah, no wonder every single fucking deposition gets canceled. Imagine that's like getting 17 cats herded into a fucking house. Congrats, like, you realize how tough it is to get 17 attorneys to agree to 17 fucking dates? to agree to like 20 dates to all be free? That's crazy. That's 17 chances of fucking up. Oh my god. I don't think he's a clown, but I think that was not a smart move to say clickbait. You know what I mean? Like the judge doesn't want to see the fucking theatrics. He just wants to say, like, can we get these fucking depositions done? We've only done 2. We need like 17 more or 20 more. Crazy number. I used to like Grubhub commercials. I used to like that in the Mentos commercial. It's my money and I want it now. And do you know that half of those police force were there gone? Well, I missed it, B Tim. I don't know. You're not going to get a second encore. But yeah, I thought that was funny. But Betty's suing people. Seems like that's what Betty does. Betty, you should have just been a fucking lawyer. Why the fuck did you become a YouTuber?
Hey, Tim, stop it.
You like the courtroom so much, you should have just went to law school. To be completely honest with you. Maybe you would have not been such a piece of shit if you would have went to law school. like maybe she wouldn't have been such a loser if she went to law school and actually became a lawyer, and she might have became a productive member of society instead of a fucking leech. You like the Quezno Guitar Rats commercial? Oh, that's good. Someone clip that's what Betty's going to be singing.
This is the same woman that just last weekend said that President Trump spoke to her.
Well, a lot of weird things have happened recently. Did you hear about the fact that aliens are real now?
Oh my gosh, stop it.
Holy fuck, did you not see the CIA shit released? Those flying fucking objects? So apparently aliens are real, and the government's been lying to us for 50 years. I'm just saying that right now. And they even show, so anything's possible. Betty's suing people, aliens are real, you know.
Well, and Betty's she's so high-powered that she's been out campaigning for her friend that she's trying to get into the county board, and she was complaining because she only got 3 signatures one day and 4 another.
That's great. That's wonderful. Oh my god, she's fucked. And apparently, apparently the Apollo mission talked about seeing flying objects on the moon. And they have voice image. So this is kind of crazy. I'm kind of shocked no one talked about that. You know, did you hear about that?
Yes.
All right. Probably you were told by like one of those crazy neighbors that says, "Say you didn't believe me. I was wearing this tinfoil hat for a reason, and you didn't believe me." And he tried to sell you the tinfoil hat for $1.
Oh, my brother.
Probably. He was right, though. That tinfoil hat might be necessary. I might be wearing a tinfoil hat after seeing those fucking pictures. I'm just saying. Some crazy shit, man.
Can you imagine BJ and Craig having this conversation the way that they already think?
I mean, after seeing the alien pictures, I'd probably be like, holy fuck. I think they showed like a mini picture of one of them. Like it was like a 2-foot tall alien. I don't know, man. It might be the chupacabra. Did we ever? I mean, maybe she didn't see a chupacabra outside her house. Maybe she saw like one of those 2-foot gray men.
No, she said that she saw. We're not going to put words into her mouth. She said, oh, God. I can't believe that Craig was sitting there asking her questions about her labor and delivery. Like, he had no idea what went on.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't see a chupacabra. Maybe she saw like a gray man, an alien.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe can I make a request to the aliens? Can you like, you're abducting cows. Can you abduct this cow?
BT, look at the screen.
Can you abduct Betty? She's a cow. She's a different kind of cow. She's a little cow. Take her. Oh my god. See, you thought I wasn't going to connect the alien stuff to this, but it all connects.
You guys are under federal fucking investigation if you don't know it yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck. We are under a federal fucking investigation. Bro,
I
is
wonder
there-
if she told this lawyer that she's lost an anti-slap in Pennsylvania. I wonder if he's aware of that.
I don't think he's aware of a lot of things, to be completely honest with you.
Oh my God, Queen, that's it right there. Holy
That
shit.
love and adore Cat. We got a picture with Cat. I mean, these are all people that love and adore us, and of course, you know, President Donald J. Trump loves and adores us.
I'm fucking dead. What?
That's all that matters in my book. At the end of the day, this girl right here is going down in history. Okay, I'm already in the history books.
I'm fucking done, son. She's already in the fucking history books. But you know what? Real fast.
Yo, Seth Rogers, I heard you like him young. You better not go to cell block number 1. Katie was a teen when you fell in love. Then you had a son. Sebastian go missing and now you play dumb. Now you suspect number 1. Wah, 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 wah. Done, you messed up. Wah, 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 wah. You done messed up. Now you're under fire for messing with a minor. You ain't like me. They ain't like us. They ain't like us. They ain't like us.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Tiffany. Look. Delusions of grandeur. Look, listen, JLR and Betster, they're famous, man.
They are famous.
Listen,
More
nobody
infamous.
fucking do it like them. Can't nobody do it like them.
Well, she never mentions what side of history she's going down on. She's just...
Yeah.
So I've accomplished some of the things that I've wanted to accomplish in my life. You know, in this horrible life that I had, that I created.
Little criminal.
For myself, right? Because I just want to prove to everybody out there, not just to myself, but to everybody out there that is struggling, that has ever struggled, that has ever made a decision.
Little Skid Row. Y'all remember Little Skid Row?
That came out on her Tennessee trip.
Yes, Little Skid Row, baby. Listen, I'll go grab the Little Skid Row. Hold on, because we got that one. We got Little Skid Row ready to go.
She was sitting at her little desk in the hotel. That's the night that she kept saying that it was Clue calling her hotel room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She blamed it on?
Little Skid Row. That's what she told her story of the Little Skid Row. Her Little Skid Row story. The little Skid Row that could, that never did, that never went to Skid Row.
Then the next story that she told, she grew up on a farm.
The little Skid Row that never went. Here, did she strike my shit down? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look.
Understand, I'm dealing with a bunch of cowards. They pick on little kids, okay? I'm not a little kid. So they've got their work cut out. You know, the stuff
You don't say, Betster, you're not a little kid. Mentally you are, though.
that they were able to do to a 15-year-old boy, they're not going to do to a 44-year-old, you know, straight out of Skid Row, made their life and did what they had to do, and now take what they've got out there and help others. You ain't gonna break somebody like that, because I had already been broken.
The little Skid Row that never went. Said straight out of Skid Row. You ain't never been to Skid Row. What? What? Timmy Tough Knuckles, tell us again, Clown Brown. Betty, you have never been from Skid Row. Girl, you better stop it. You are out here telling big whoppers. You are telling some big old whoppers. Girl. Oh my God. Wow, I can't believe this one. Straight from Skid Row, huh? When was you ever in Skid Row, girl? Go on and fill us in, because we'd all love to hear this story.
Why you lying? Why you lying, bitch? Why you lying? Why you lying, bitch? Oh my God. Why you lying?
Could you imagine the possible text messages that could come out in court that Betty's had?
I don't think
With
they're ever coming out, those text
Oh
messages.
man. I'd love to see the messages between her and Tony or her and Seth.
I would love to meet the aliens, but that's probably not going to happen.
All right, let's finish listening to Betty's dreams.
That they are sick and tired of living the life that they're living and wants to change it for the better. And I want to show people, no matter what walk of life you've ever came from, you can change yourself. You can do something better. You can empower others. You can change your life, and you can be recognized for those changes and those efforts if you put in the work. And so Kat, we got a picture with Kat. I mean, these are all people that
if you can put in the work, if you can put it on in, just put in the work.
What the fuck is happening to her hair?
Well, she went and had her hair did. She thinks she looks hot right now.
Yeah.
Well, this was before getting her hair done.
Yeah.
This is when she was using all those products that she was bragging about, and her hair had never been so healthy. And then someone comes in her chat the other day and tells her that something basically like she hasn't aged well, and that same day she's out getting her hair did.
Look right here, right. It says right here. Here's Bullhorn Betty has been raving and bragging about her new hair regimen for weeks now, claiming her hair is now improved and so healthy. Is she drunk, or does she not have any mirrors, or just delusional? Because here's Betty's hair. What? Betty. What is this grease trap? Look, so they showed this, and then the next day she was doing this number right here. This was the next day.
That's real?
Yeah, this was the next day she got her
I thought you made that shit up.
And then this right here, Blank Screen made this.
Okay.
He's the most hated troll in here.
He also made one.
There's
Yeah,
Betty with her hair done, and here's what he made it.
Yeah.
Actually, the hay one looks better.
Said, oh, it looks exactly the same.
Well, you remember how much Queen's case aged Betty. Can you imagine what she's going to look like when this lawsuit's over?
I mean, have you ever watched the Ark of the Covenant, Indiana Jones?
Oh my gosh.
It's just like that. When you open up the Ark, that's going to be Betty.
Hmm.
Let me see. She had a real mullet. Holy fuck. I don't know, Betty. I don't know what she was thinking with this lawsuit, man. I think she's so stupid for this, because it's like you're starting to get some sort of traction with the Guthrie. No one's reviewing you. You're literally in the true crime stuff, whatever. No one gives a fuck about you. And then you do something like this. I sometimes wonder, like, does she just love us? Does she just want us to review her?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, Betty, if you just wanted us to review you, you didn't have to sue someone. We could have just reviewed you, just, asked nicely.
Clue thinks who will settle.
Depends. It depends on the case.
I doubt it. With all the bullshit she's got stacked against her, I doubt it. They'd be dumb as fuck to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the case. I don't know. It depends on the attorney. It depends on the case. I don't know how they'll argue it. You know what I mean?
I'm not buying. I'm not.
But they're not going to do settlements until depositions are done. So, either or. When you produce a 10-page document, it doesn't really bode well that you have a ton of stuff. Your basic argument was, I wasn't notified soon enough, and what they're saying was they lied about me. That's essentially what their argument is. And it's like, okay, so you have to prove that their statements were lies. So do you have proof of that? Did you post any of it? Probably not. So also
it wouldn't surprise me if the sheriff and the Proudfoots and Bowerstocks don't come back and countersue her for millions of dollars.
I mean, if I was Katie Proudfoot, I would sue her for defamation.
Well, yeah, and like Eric Craddock, like she's out here every day screaming that they're corrupt and, you know, they botched this whole investigation. And
Miss Melanie, dropping some love on us. If you guys got a membership, make sure you guys tell her thank you.
Yeah.
It helps with the memberships rolling over right now. I just got a message a little bit ago about one. She goes, my name's not green in your chat anymore. Well, sometimes YouTube is glitching really bad right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just YouTube. You have to go out and come back in and it'll be fixed. It'll fix itself. It just fixes on its own. Sometimes they run out. If you're on a gifted membership, they only last 30 days. And then they fall off. So it could be that. It just depends, baby. And yeah, the Proudfoots could definitely counter super easy. I think they should. I think
I would so. I would be such a prick. I would do it immediately.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Fuck right. And I hope Chris and Katie do. Honestly, I really fucking do. Brianna with the $5 super says, I thought the service issue was the basis of her appeal. Can you sue someone for something you're still litigating somewhere else?
I
thought the service issue was the base.
I don't know. Thank you, WNC Granny.
Hey, WNC Granny.
I mean, why the fuck is the appeal for the fucking anti-slap taking like 20 fucking years? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the shit that shit is fucking irritating that it takes so fucking long for everything.
I mean, like, it just basically, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know. I mean, I wish I had the answers for you. I don't know. It seems like the court system's pretty fucked up to me. To be honest with you.
I hope they go after Seth also. Honestly, they should. I mean, fuck, what is going on? What is he doing?
I mean, where is Seth? Seth's disappeared.
He's just been kind of hiding out, I think, honestly.
I mean, I guess I was right. I told him, hey, if you do this path and you hang out with TikTok Tony and you do this path with Betty, you'll be alone and no one will help you. Guess what? You're alone and no one helped you. Lord, let the depositions come for us for Christmas. Now, probably the deposition's not going to start for probably a year from now. 6 months.
Look, Monica Con, not Lewinsky, member for 16 months, says, Lord, let the depositions come for us all for Christmas.
You know Betty's tactics.
About a year, so we're looking like next year, huh? About this time?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe I'll go grab it now. The Twitter argument with her and the officer.
It was Facebook.
Yeah, they put it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna go look for it over there, but
and I mean, Chris and Katie them could come back and play Betty's tactics with file motion and continuance, file motion and continuance, and drag it out. Just like Betty does.
Yeah. So we'll wait for that. I was watching something on Twitter. I sent this to Queen.
Well, they had a Facebook battle is what it was. It was Betty and a police officer having a battle on Facebook, and somebody had put it on Twitter. Well, I can't find it over there. So did you send me? I think you sent it to me, didn't you?
I sent it to you, yeah.
Yeah, so say I'll pull. Oh, yeah, here it is. So, oh my God. And I was fucking cracking up at this shit too. So yeah, here's we'll go in order of them. So here's the
yeah, because you thought you were done, and I was like, wait, there's more.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, there is. So yeah, here's the first one. Okay, here, let's see. So the first one, Bullhorn Betty says, maybe we can now get someone out there looking for Sebastian Rogers. Where's Sebastian? Matt Klein says, Bullhorn Betty, we haven't stopped, despite the detractors who laugh but don't help. Betty says, Matt Klein, why no targeted searches in over 2 years? Again, it's my hope we can get teams out there again. It's time to put this case to bed. Thank you. And Bullhorn Betty says, Matt says, Bullhorn Betty, changed your once now. since you know they haven't stopped and investigate every tip. And Lauren Betty says, Matt Klein, you do not want me to give you a piece of my mind, sir. I will tell you that what I've watched from your police department and everything I know from what I've watched around this country, you guys are by far at a deficit. So I wouldn't be taking a little victory lap there, buddy. I'd get your shit together and start searching for a boy that's been missing from your community for over 2 years. And I'd watch. All right, let's go grab this other one here. Your P's and Q's with me. Take care. Matt Klein says, Bullhorn Betty, since you've been caught in lies and fabrications, I don't hold your peace of mind in high regard. This office has solved more crimes in the last 18 months than you ever have. We understand, since you said it, that controversy is how you drive clicks to your various pages, and that is your income source. Betty says, Matt Klein, really? I've been caught fabricating lies? No, everything is being appealed because of you guys lying on paperwork. See you in court, buddy. Matt said, Bullhorn Betty, I've never lied about you on... Hold on, let me see here.
It's time for glasses, Queen. It's time for glasses.
Well, I got to open up new tabs. They're different little tabs. So he says, let's see. So she says, Matt Klein, really? I've been caught fabricating lies? No, everything is being appealed because of the guys lying on paperwork. See you in court, buddy. Matt Klein goes, Bullhorn Betty, I've never lied about you on any paperwork, nor have I ever filed any paperwork on you, nor am I involved in a court case with you. But you did lie about an incident. I could be the plaintiff in that regard. Oh, Bullhorn Betty says, Matt Klein, I didn't lie. You can't lie about bruises, sir, especially ones that are visible enough to photograph. Photos were taken. Matt Klein says, Bullhorn Betty, not caused by me? You are confused. I'm talking about something else. I know you lied about an incident in Tennessee and fabricated evidence. I'm just waiting. If you file in Tennessee, that would lead to a felony in which you would be the defendant. So,
Could that be like this lawsuit be the FAFO we've been waiting for? That she just
that's what I'm
fucks up?
thinking. I'm hoping so as well. So Lori Woodward says, so they should focus on one case instead of the disgustingly high number of sex offenders they have been getting off the street. Just leave them alone to do their thing and violate multiple children. Got it. Matt says, Lori Woods, Ragland, it's about clicks on pages for these influencers. Bullhorn Betty says, Lori Woodward, Ragland, wow. Now I know why you guys keep re-electing idiots to run the sheriff's department. Then she tags her again and says, this child's mother most likely murdered him, like literally physically murdered the child. And you are talking about somebody looking at pictures and giving them applause saying, oh, we're getting easy criminals off the streets, but we leave the real rotten ones. The ones that can literally do those crimes on the streets. Got it. Congratulations, Sumner County Sheriff. And she goes, you don't even live here, Betty. You don't even fucking live here, bitch. What do you mean? So here we go. The next one, she goes, you don't even live here and you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Every single post, someone like you has to step in and minimize the importance of removing the exploitation of minors and child rapists off of our streets. Those people sound pretty rotten to me. Wonder what their parents feel about your comments. No one has forgotten. No one has given up. I'll pray for you. Bless your heart. Lori says, Matt Klein, yeah, it's disgusting. Matt Klein says, Betty, you're dismissing getting sex predators off these streets because it isn't your topic. Okay, so it says both types of cases, all types of cases are both being worked despite the detractors' efforts trying to derail the efforts through bullying. She goes, Matt Klein, it seems awfully easy for you guys just to pass the buck and say, hey, look at all the good we're doing. So we... Oh, hold on. Let me open this other one. So you trying to convince everybody? Oh, hold on. Let's see here. But most likely, so it seems awfully easy for you guys just to pass the buck and say, hey, look at all the good we're doing so we don't have to go in to rest our friends, but most likely killed their child. We're getting sick and tired of hearing that. You trying to convince everybody that what you guys are doing is right as opposed to not looking for a child that's missing. Your community is appalling to me. I have nothing against arresting bad guys. Look at this. Arresting. It's not arresting. ARRES. She says arresting bad guys that are preying upon children, but you're failing a child in your community for low targets as opposed to homicide targets. That's the point of the rest of us are trying to make. You guys are thinking inside of a small box.
Tiny, that's enough. Tiny, that's no more Tiny.
That's enough, Tiny. He said, Lord Betty, you keep making unfounded accusations and posting inaccurate assumptions. Our community is Sumner County, and you just insulted all the citizens of Sumner County. You've been given the opportunity to help, but you don't offer any help. You just misinform people. That detracts from the efforts. It's shameful. And, of course, Betty really fucking gets pissed off about that. So, this one, Tiny. So you, all right, baby. Sorry, I was trying to call the girls in here. So, and then, hold on, let's see here. Where are we at here? Chris Wee says, do you even live here? And I can't leave my house and drive in any direction without coming in contact with a good number of LE vehicles, depending on the distance I'm driving.
That's Duke, by the way, having the treats, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Tiny making the noise, Duke eating all the food, Foo sleeping all day.
A little bit of both. All right, so it says, Chris Weeds, do you even live here? I can't leave my house. Okay, I read that one. Born, but he says, Lori, you live there and you think it's okay for a child to just disappear and everybody just turn the other cheek? I'm sorry, you're not a neighbor I would like to live next to. Just a little food for thought. Your horns are showing for the whole world to see. Lori says, Born Betty, my neighbors love me. Where did I say it's okay for a child to disappear? Those cases matter. His case matters. All children and all crimes committed against them matter. Peace out, man. I'll let you get back to what you're doing to help. Oh, wait. And then the last one pops up and says, let's see here. Matt Klein says, Betty, more unfounded accusations. You were offered a chance to help. You have declined. Kimberly says, Lori, she does not live here. She does this to every LE office that she goes to. Quentin Simon, Idaho 4, Gabby, they created a law just for her in Florida. Vonda says, Lauren Betty, what are you doing to assist with locating Sebastian besides criticizing? If you have credible information, report it. If you want to help, help. But barking orders from a keyboard does nothing for Sebastian. Which is true, it don't. And then she goes on to continue to keep saying that she murdered him. You want me to read this? I think we already read them all.
Yeah, I think we read it all, yeah.
Yep, those are all of them.
Bro, two things. Did you ever, just a sidebar, did you see that situation with that Bruce Rivers debating that Jayama guy about the David case?
Yes, where he was like, I'll take on his case. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I think he's clout chasing.
Bro, the weirdest thing was like when Bruce Rivers was like, there's like when the guy was like the Jay guy, I'm gonna call him Jay. He was like, do they have a video of him having sex with the girl? And Rivers is like, well, the prosecution's stating that they have a recording of him having sex with the little girl. And then the guy's like, well, if it's the state, you don't believe it, or something like that, something to that effect, that statement. I sat there, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, do you need to actually see the man? Like, do you need to see the video? Because I'm pretty sure it's a felony to send you that video, sir. And he's like, I'll defend him for free. I'll defend him for free. And he's smiling. I'm like, man, this guy like allegedly murdered a little girl. Sexually.
I told you, clout chasing.
That's crazy.
Because it's going to be all over the news. It's all over the internet. He was a content creator on Twitch. There's a lot of big ass Twitch creators that covered him, that fucked with him, that did content with him. Jason the Ween. You know, they're all of them. Kai, Sanai. I mean,
but
Ray,
you know,
all of them.
Yeah, but you know, like I saw that debate and I sent it to you, but I saw that thing. It was not really like a debate, but it's like I'm sitting here and the guy's like making himself look like a bigger and bigger fool in front of Bruce Rivers. And he's trying to debate criminal, you know, cases. Bruce Rivers has been a criminal defense attorney for what, 30 years? He has more experience in the criminal field than most people have been fucking alive. And you're telling me like you're acting like you're like the top shit when it comes to this. You know, I don't know, man. Guys, the guy sounded very foolish. I couldn't believe it, man. I could not believe it. I hope they contact Chief Hadley in Georgia before this case. But I hope, you know what? I think it's fucking another form of harassment this Betty's person doing to this family, this group of people. And it's just nasty that she just keeps on bothering these people. But that's crazy with that David. He's like, he's like, the cartel. He's like, well, there's a body there in Los Angeles and there's a cartel. And you don't know if she would have went to it. I don't know. You should, and then he's like, the car's self-driving. What are you, a Tesla fucking investor? No, the car is not self-driving. It doesn't drive. You don't just like remote control and drive it away. Okay, there was a dead girl in the back of a car that was murdered and chopped into pieces. And one of the pieces that were chopped off was the tattoo of the name of the guy who she was having sexual relations with when she was a child and still is a child. I think that is a pretty tough case to prove your client didn't do it. That's the type of case that will probably be very tough for a jury to sit there and be like, you know what, it was the cartel. Another thing I want to say with that one is, why are these motherfucking conspiracy people always bring up the cartel? Like the cartel this and cartel that and cartel this. Like, the cartel does two things. Either they make a huge example of you and they don't give a fuck if it's hid. They don't hide it in the back of a car, or you disappear. You never be seen again. And why would they care about Celeste? Why would they be like, you know what, we're going to have to kill Celeste? No, that's not the case. But it's always the cartel. Idaho 4, the cartel. This one, now this guy's talking about the cartel. Fucking wild. It's in LA, you know, could be the cartel. It's like, okay, if that's your defense for your client's not going to do too fucking well, okay? Especially when there's videos of him having sexual relations with the little girl in his phone. And her desire to be angry that he was dating other women. They had matching tattoos. Yeah, and the finger, I think one of the fingers that were chopped off were the tattoo where he was trying to fucking cover it up. Who was moving the car around? Well, apparently the cartel, according to Jay. We're going to call him Jay because I can't say his fucking name. You know me with names. Jayoma. Yeah, okay, I said it correctly. That's a first. Queen's like dealing with Tiny now. Tiny's being just running around. Vu's sleeping, probably eating now because it was allergic with snacks.
You know, going back to Betty for a second, we were talking about like what text messages that we would like to see. I would like to also see Betty's text messages with Nick.
That would be quite interesting. I don't know.
You know, this whole group has set up their own tip line and all of that information, you know, like that goes against the Sheriff's Department, TBI, and all them. You know, I would love to see those text messages.
Yeah. Stalker says she's talking to Nick Barris, the reporter. Is she talking to him now on a live stream? Or is she talking to him? Where is she talking to Nick Barris?
What?
Nick Barris is the one that put out those lights video.
I don't know. I'm looking for this Nick Vera stuff because that'd be kind of interesting. We'll see. We'll see.
She said no, different conversation, beat him. I don't know what
Oh,
that
okay. I was about to say, like, if you were just about to tell me like she's talking to Nick Barris, I was looking for that fucking stream. Like, wait, where is this? Because we're gonna have to look at this. We're gonna have to investigate. Okay.
I just hope
memberships, by the way, realification.
Realification, popping in, dropping 5 on us. Hey, you heading out, baby?
Good. Ask him to also take Duke with them.
You know what they said? They said they wanted you to come on here with me and beat him and shit and start talking some shit.
I actually wanted you to just take Duke away. And
no, I'm talking about my brother. No, he didn't. He loves. Nah, he loves Duke. Don't let him lie to you.
No,
he loves him some Duke.
I would say take Vu away, but she's too heavy. It might be your back.
Watch your mouth. Listen, see. That's it. No sidebars here.
I mean, I think there was a weight limit to how much weight one can lift.
No.
I just really cannot believe that Betty, like this lawsuit was put out on Mother's Day weekend. Like,
she's a bitch.
I just cannot stop thinking about that. Like,
I don't know. She's a bitch. You can't really do much about her. She's a miserable person.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
To file a lawsuit and then file it on Mother's Day weekend when she has a missing child.
Yeah.
Come on, that's fucked up.
And I don't know who me and you is, but if that person ever hears this stream, your fucking comments were disgusting, saying that you hope that or you said that Katie better not be celebrating Mother's Day this weekend. Fuck you.
You can fuck right off. Mother's Day this weekend, she can fuck right off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody did send me $100 Cash App. Thank you. They said Happy Mother's Day. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. You want me to love bomb you real quick?
No, I think they wanted you to just that was the $100 to get rid of Vu, right? That was the goal.
Just Murray said you better watch out because Thump Thug's gonna open up a can of whoop ass on you about Vu. You keep up. You keep up, and that's it. I hope they counter-sue the fuck out of Betty.
I think they might bring another. If I was them, I'd bring another action. I'd be like, try to say, well,
I sure as fuck hope they do. We'll put a GoFundMe thing up. We'll help them pay for it. No, fuck all that.
I hope the case gets dismissed.
I'm sure they don't, but just, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's bullshit and Betty's a bitch, we'll set one up for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I hope that it gets dismissed early on, too, because that whole filing was a bunch of horse shit.
Hell yeah, it is.
By the way, Queen, I wrote something in the back.
You know what? I just seen it. What do you guys think? So here, you know what? We'll let the chat decide. Because I'm on the fence about it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really on the fence about it.
Yeah, I figured I'd mention it because it's out there and people are talking about it. So
yeah, and I was gonna play it, but I'm really having a hard time with it, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is
what
we're talking about is Magnolia and JLR's body cam footage came out, and it's out.
Plunder put in for it and got it back and put it out. So yeah, it's also the anniversary of Heels passing too. Said stop it, Beats him, or your plants are gonna wilt.
I personally, I would instead of watching, I would rather watch the David thing, like the little thing with Bruce Rivers debating him. To be honest with you, that was kind of crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
You said play at heels would. Yeah, she probably would.
Yeah, but I think most people don't want to see it.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, and I think her face is blocked out of it. I think her body's did Plunder block her out of it? Do you know?
I think I saw it was blocked.
Okay, so her face is blocked out. Her body.
I mean, in the end of the day, I mean, I don't know if we should play it because it's a DV situation.
Yeah, and it is.
And
I mean, like I said, it is on Plunder already, but it's just I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It came out on the day Heels passed away. Heels fucking hated JLR. She hated everything he did, everything he stood for. She fucking hated him.
Yeah.
Hold on, get your tickets. This is going to be the biggest train wreck.
Sebastian. Woman shrugging emoji. Don't judge me.
Hey, we don't judge over here, baby. We ain't judging you, baby. But she said, get your tickets because it's going to be the biggest train wreck. And let's last. But this is solely me. I feel this may find Sebastian. Don't judge me. You know what, Shelby? Thank you so much for the $5 super. And yeah, we're not judging you. It's all good. What do you mean? A quick summary? What happened with nonsense? What you mean, baby? Good, Marcy. I'm glad you made it home. I'm glad you made it home good. That's good. Even with the body cam footage, I still do not believe Magnolia.
Holy fuck. Did you see this situation with Pokemon?
I have no idea who that even is.
It's a large streamer on Twitch. She was friends with that David person. She did mukbangs with him.
Yeah, they. I told you, Jason the Ween was the same. Her and Jason the Ween were. They were talking about suing somebody because they kept saying they were best friends with them and knew about it and stuff.
Well, she's being. She's crying on a live stream, and she says she's breaking down because the FBI is looking.
She knew, and she was friends, and I've been watching it.
No, because she's saying the FBI is looking into her, and after her appearance with David's music video.
Yeah, well, Jason the Ween and her made him. There's a music video that he says he doesn't support what he does, but he won't take it down. So they're dealing with a lot of bullshit, like a lot of backlash. You know.
I mean, like the problem is that video did kind of like reenact a murder.
Right. So it's a fucking problem. I mean, it's a major problem, you know?
You know who she needs? She needs that Joma guy, that Joba guy. He'll help her out. I heard he'll do it for free.
Small town girl, you still up here?
Yes.
Yeah, she's right now in her pool.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. I got your mic all the fucking way up. I got your sound all the way up. I got your mic all the way up, and I still can't fucking hear you. I don't know what the fuck.
Well, here, I'll drop and try to come back. Maybe it's something on my end.
It might be. I don't know. I don't know because you're usually louder. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll come back.
All right, baby. Yeah, Jason the Ween and that girl that he was just talking about. I don't know her, but the one that beat Tim was just talking about, they were like really good friends.
Oh shit, Queen! Oh, Queen! I got something. Yeah. I gotta share my. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, got it. Yeah, what's up? Why? What's going on?
I mean, it's. I think I think I've seen. I think I've seen Cappy's one of Cappy's crows.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Yeah, I put it in the back for you.
Oh, I thought you were sharing your screen. I was getting ready to put it on.
Here you go. I mean, it's
Put it on. Or no, you don't want to?
You could put it on. Oh, I could do it either or. Okay.
I don't know. Hold on. I gotta open it real quick. I don't want to. Oh, you got it? Here we go.
Yeah.
Ready?
Look, it looks like Cappy's crow.
They're fucking smart, man.
Yeah, look, Cappy trained this crow.
You can hear good.
You gotta be kidding me. No way. It really just paid for chips. That's wild.
See, Cappy's crow. Definitely, that's like how
They're
she
smart
gets.
as fuck. They are so smart.
I'm just glad Cappy's training her crows to get her all the food she needs, like for those chips and everything.
All about that snack life.
You gotta be kidding me. No way. It really just paid for chips.
And he walked off with them too. Like, yep, that's mine.
Yeah, that's probably like Cappy says, okay, you got to bring me chips. I got you this $1. I got you this $2. Bring me chips back. This will probably be a pothead's best friend, this crow. Just basically just like have your crow just bring you snacks.
Yeah.
We have to do a segue.
Cappy, you need to train yours to bring us some snacks when we need them. Thank you very much. Happy early Mother's Day to all the mamas in here. Mamas, grandmas, aunts. Takes a village, so. Yes, I do. I love birds. They're very intelligent. I mean, they're very smart. Seriously.
That's true. That's true. But anyway, we'll wait till we'll go to the next one. But yeah, that was kind of fucking crazy with that David debate with Rivers. The funniest part was like the guy was like, it was not really funny, but it was kind of like the guy's like, how could this 5'6" guy, you know, there's not many black people that chop up bodies, and he's just saying like an African American person doesn't chop up body. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's been reports of people doing that, but and then Bruce Rivers just does like a chainsaw motion, like just clowning the guy, which was kind of interesting to do. And the guy was trying to be all serious while Bruce Rivers was fucking with him. Oh my god, that was funny. I watched that. I didn't even know that happened until I was watching Down the Rabbit Hole. I was like, holy fuck, this is insane. Because I never seen Bruce Rivers go on his live stream. I'm like, why is he on this live stream? What the hell? I heard crows are smart as 3. Actually, crows are smart as 7 to 8-year-olds, actually, not 3-year-olds. Not. Let me just make sure I got that fact correct. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 7 to 8. Yep, 7-year-olds. So they're pretty fucking smart. They're pretty smart. They do problem solving. They also kind of help hunt each other. A lot of birds of prey like birds like that. But these particular crows get really friendly with wolves to the point where like the crows will play with the cubs. And what they do is they fly over and they see like prey animals, and they'll signal to the wolves on the ground that the prey animals are over there. And then the wolves come, they kill off the prey animals, and they get the leftovers, the crows. And they have this kind of like, there's certain other birds that do that too, but crows particularly do that. They also, I think, use like cars to crack nuts with, or shells or some shit like that. They're definitely problem solvers. So if you're in the woods and you suddenly see a bunch of crows flying over you, you might want to get ready for wolves to come by because they might be, they're not flying over you because they're trying to help you. They're probably flying over you to tell the animals to come eat you. So just a heads up. I guess that's why they call them murderer crows. Does Betty think when she has to owe Granny and barbecue money, they won't take into consideration payments towards your attorney fees? Stupid. I don't think she has to pay any money to this attorney. I think these guys work on the fact of like they get a fee, attorney's fee, if they win the case or a settlement. So I don't think she's paying this guy. They remember faces and people. Yeah, and they teach their young crows, those people, like kind of the faces and stuff like that. So it's kind of like 3 generations they can hate you. So if you mess with a crow or a magpie or whatever, they will fuck with you for 3 generations. The interesting thing about octopuses is that the larger they are, the smarter they are. Because I think their brain is their concept of their size relates to their intelligence a lot too. So it's kind of interesting. It was also interesting that we found out that actual giant octopuses existed. Fossils found, and they were basically eating giant sharks in the old days. So that's good to know. Yeah, so that's interesting. So yeah, 72 million years ago, I seen that. It was kind of crazy seeing those fossils. They were huge. So anyway, she's going to lose again. I think she's going to lose because the worst thing's going to happen to her is discovery. These videos are going to be played. All these videos are going to be played. Just like they were done in her deposition. And the problem is that she didn't purposely mention Quentin Simon because she knows that goes against her whole argument. You know, like that she's a news reporter and all that. And also the fact is that she had a filing that said she was a private citizen. She's a fucking idiot. So I don't know. But the fucked up thing is that, you know, these things take time, and it's going to be years, so whatever. Queen's gone. She's probably being mauled by the dogs. Small town girl's gone. Everyone's gone. It's just me up here, all by myself. All I remember is Mr. Bowersox, you messed up because you have money. Yeah, and that's going to be played, probably. Yeah, a crow is definitely smarter than BJ. I would guarantee you that. Now, let me make a little prediction tonight. She's probably going to cover the Betty thing and pretend that Betty was her rights were fucked with. Because she's a dummy. Because even though Betty said that she's the problem, she's drama, and actually kind of like threw her under the bus, she'll still try to cling on to Betty because she can't stand by herself. She has to cling on to other people. I'm going to make that prediction. Sing Bing T all by myself? No. I doubt BHB has an attorney that only gets paid if he wins. That dude is close to me and in Tennessee, not close to Sumner County, so I very seriously. Well, I mean, I think that's how these civil cases work. These type of civil cases, they work based upon attorney's fees and stuff like that. I don't think she'd be paying out of her pocket for that, and I don't think they normally do pay out of their pocket for it. I think there's like a fee agreed upon, and I think they get like extra. I think the attorney fees is something different for this type of case, you know. But these types of cases are not easy to do, and they take a while because you got to do a deposition of Chris. All the defendants have to be deposed. Betty's going to be deposed. Other people might be deposed. You know, this costs a lot of money. This costs a lot of time. You got to get the people there. You got to do motions. You got to do discovery. You got to get, discovery from the state. You got to go through that. This is not something that's like, this is like years. So I don't know. People think it's not that easy to go through. Pulling out all the steps to try to cover the debt she's finally gonna. Well, I don't know, man. So I'm kind of disappointed with the court system there. I mean, they just take forever, and it's like really fucked up, man. That you have multiple people waiting for that stupid appeal, and all they do is just sit on their asses and do nothing. Let me see. BHB suing the family of a missing child who has 4 active ROs on her, and she accused them of unthinkable. You cannot make this up. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't make this shit up, man, to be honest with you. Like, imagine being the victim of an actual stalking claim and that you get the protection, order of protection, and then that gets thrown in your face to be used against you so you could get sued. This is a fucked up system, man. I've seen it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why the older you get, the more you realize that a lot of evil people get away with things. And it's because, unfortunately, the stories you were told as a child that the good guys always win is a fucking lie. The 2 things that matter most is money and tenacity. Well, they clipped you singing the JG Wetworks commercial, BTM. That didn't take long. Who clipped me? Who clipped me? What the hell are you talking about? Is that Hartley that clipped me? I'd be kind of shocked if she did. She should be sleeping. That's quick. But yeah, I hope Granny feels better. I heard she's sick. Hopefully she recovers. I mean, it sucks, man, when you're sick. Hopefully she recovers and she gets a quick recovery and she'll be back at it. Ah, okay. Whatever. Let me see. Thank you. Bless Amy's heart. She's big mad going off. She has. I mean, I think she's mad because she covers Betty, and unfortunately, Betty is very much like I mean, Amy is very much like very innocent person, and unfortunately, innocent people think like justice actually exists, and unfortunately, justice is how much you can pay for it. That's how I think about it. I don't know. The older you get, the less likely you feel that things actually are. You actually get a little justice, actually, sadly enough. Let me see. But I do feel bad for Amy. Amy probably covers her. She does cover, sad.
I'm going to go strike Shady real quick.
Oh,
I don't really care. Live while I'm live. No, I'm not playing that. No, nope. You couldn't even wait till I was done live. No, that's cool. I'm clipping that shit. No, you want to clip that shit? I'm going to fucking strike you. You should have fucking waited, bitch. You should have waited.
You know what I thought was interesting? That this person's actually sitting in the live stream watching.
Yeah, hell yeah, she's watching. Fuck right, she's watching. She can't stand the fucking piece of shit that she sided with. She don't want to be over there with them. Why would she?
That's the funny thing. I mean, like, wow. I don't really care about it. Doesn't matter to me. It's the internet. I don't give a fuck. But you probably should have waited, but I don't care.
Right. You should have fucking waited till we were done. So that's fine. That's what you want to do. That's cool. That's what we can do.
I saw Dolly's thumbnail of Betty as a froof, and all I could think of was you tapped that. Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty nightmarish image. I don't know which is worse. Imagining Betty or imagining Dolly? It seems like an amalgamation of fucking horror. Kind of like an H.P. Lovecraftian novel of a great old one. You see it and you just go insane. Yeah, I think Amy's doing well, but I just think that she's like very disappointed because it's like, unfortunately, people think like the state protects you. You get an order of protection and you get some protection. No, I've learned in a lot of cases where it's kind of like you do all this effort to get the order of protection, you get your evidence, and then you get fucked. So. What do you say? I think you should mute, by the way, Queen.
Okay.
I just saw Dolly's. Let me see. Let's see Dolly's. Let's see what's going on with Dolly Vision. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? See, you people think we're like the horrible haters, but we never made her that fucking crazy. They literally turned her into a fucking some sort of freakish frog creature. Jesus fucking Christ. See, this is the thing. I don't know. That'd be funny if like she starts suing Dolly next. That'd be hilarious. Let me. So, anywho. I don't know. I feel bad for Amy because Amy actually does cover Betty and goes through it, and it's like you see this like horrible woman basically fuck with every single case. It's just evil, and she just decides, you know, the state just some idiot, you know. She just continues going. I'm kind of disappointed with that attorney, though. I don't know why that attorney took that case, to be honest with you. But you know, there's some attorneys that just do anything, I guess. You know. It's disappointing when you see like educated people actually like side with fucking villainous women like that. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. Whatever. But tis what tis, right? Tis what tis. Let me see. But whatever. Let me see. Let me see. I'll stop saying now. No problem. Really late tonight? Well, Betty's suing Chris and Katie Powfoot and the county for her civil rights being violated, she's claiming. So that's bullshit. A clown, we talked about a crow that is working for Cappy that is getting snacks for her on the downtime. We talked about the David for a ridiculous debate where Bruce Rivers is debating some guy named JMO, and he sounds like a fucking, that JMO guy sounds like a fucking idiot. What else? And also, we didn't want to show it, but apparently the body cam footage of Magnolia and JLR did come out. Plunder put it out, basically. So I think she blurred out majority of it, you know, the showing of the face and everything like that. I have no idea, Miss Side. You know what? You know, you would think that would be kind of a violation of a protective order for you to just harass them civilly and stuff like that, but I guess it's not. Whatever. Did her RO come to an end? I think you could sue someone even with an RO, but I think that's kind of fucked up. Like you harass and stalk someone, you basically accuse them of being murderers almost every fucking day. You basically surveil them. As she cries every day that she's being surveilled and she's being people watching her and doing trackers on her, but she's okay doing that to other people. And then you decide, you know what, I'm going to sue them. Fucked up, man. It is what it is. It's such a fucked up system. We talked about aliens. Oh yeah, we did talk about aliens. Apparently aliens are real. The Apollo mission people apparently talked about how they saw flying saucers or flying lights on the moon. And they showed images of unidentified objects that were not moving like normally. So aliens are real. Our only hope now is that Betty gets abducted. They do like taking up cows. Betty's a low cow, and maybe they'll abduct her.
Well, he's going to have to be careful doing that, you know, so.
The aliens?
No, Dolly putting her face on there like that.
Oh, yeah, with the new TOS? Yeah.
TOS is not playing anymore.
Yeah, I would not.
Trying to take David's fucking shit down right now for it, so.
Yeah, they don't play that game. No, they really don't. Did you hear Amber Lynn fucked up her kick deal?
What a fucking idiot.
So Keemstar, she's so lazy she doesn't even know how to do StreamYards. So Keemstar in secret said, hey, make a kick and we'll make your show on there and I'll advertise and we'll do a kick there because we can't put you on YouTube. So this idiot tells this thick Gemini person who she has a fight with about the secret conversation with fucking Keem. And that thick Gemini person just says it.
Wow.
So he's like, fuck her, I'm not working with her. But she's too lazy. She doesn't want to go on TikTok. She does StreamYard. She doesn't do nothing. Like, how hard is it to make a StreamYard?
I mean, for some people, it's pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, but if you're making, like, if it's your job, you learn. You know what I mean? If you're making money, you learn. If it's a hobby, I get it. But this is like your only source of income.
Right.
But apparently her next goal is that she was talking on VC about making sound clips of her moaning for money. That apparently is her next game plan. So that might be your next Cameo purchase available that you can pay her for. Yeah, apparently that's where her next plan is. So if you really want to have that horrifying fucking thing, then go for it. I'm so scared to hit the link. Oh my God, right? I just don't get it, man. And she just wants that Amber Lynn person, just wants everyone else to work for her to make her money. It's like, lady, you are an idiot. Like an absolute fool. If you're lazier than Feudy Beauty, who made a kick, made a rumble, and is doing it there. Because she had a brain. She said to herself, hey, if they demonetize me on here, I can use there. I can use YouTube to advertise my other channels. I can make money still. Duh. And you keep 90% of the money on Kick and on Rumble. You keep all the subscriptions with fucking subscriptions on Rumble. So if you even get half the people there or that paying, you're probably making double the money than on YouTube. Very simple. And then you get clip channels to work for you, and then you get advertisement. I've seen like the Kino Casino have almost a fucking 11,000 viewers on Kick. It's crazy. Actually, I might have seen them more. Have them seen more.
Why are you too scared to hit the link? Why?
She's scared because we're going to talk about Amber Lynn. I'm joking. And I'm over here working my job. Well, you know how it is. Sometimes people can make a lot of money very easily. Just how it is. Depends on luck and capital, I guess. Those two things. So what else you want to talk about, Queen?
I don't know, man. We don't want to talk about the body cam stuff, so that's kind of out the window.
True. You want to go through that David debate with Rivers?
I mean, I really don't, but I'll hang with you. But I don't really know anything about it, so I can hang with you with it. But you know what I'm saying? I don't really know anything about it. Hell yeah, short things meant for 15 months. Kid free relaxing.
Banner.
Sweet.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching it actually while you were chit chatting for a minute, or watching some of it to see how bad it was.
What, that debate situation?
No, I don't know nothing about that. I just got done telling you I don't know shit about that. I don't know nothing about all that. But I mean, I was just watching the body cam stuff with JLR and them, you know what I'm saying, to see how bad it was. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, like, it's kind of domestic dispute, like domestic DV situation.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all over though. Her face is already all over. The stuff's already all over. The video's already all over. It's
it's up to you. I mean, it's your thing.
yes. I don't know. I mean, but I just wanted to see how bad it was. Like, if there was, you know what I'm saying, pictures. Did they show her face? Was it like something terrible? You know, like.
I don't think she showed the face.
If it's just her talking, I don't see there shouldn't be any issues with that at all. But
I don't think she shows the face there. I think she blurted out.
I don't know. We've been talking about it, Kelsey, so I'm not sure what you mean by like we can't talk about it. We've been talking about it over here.
Yeah, I don't see her face in it. I don't see her face at all.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking to see if they showed a part of her face where she's all beat up to hell like she was, but they've got the picture up. I mean, fuck, Matt was fucking walking up and down the street with it on a sign. Like, let's be real here.
Yeah, I mean, like there's an
It
image
already has, let's see here, 4,000 views on it and 170 comments so far, and it's been up for 2 hours.
I mean, if you want to play it,
I mean, JLR has 588,000 subscribers. I think that, you know. What is this? Can you review Jay trying to be a badass? It's hilarious. I heard it was funny the other day, but she's irrelevant as fuck. She's not over in our community, so I don't really care. I don't really give a fuck about what she's got to say or do, or that bitch is irrelevant as fuck to me. Like I said, she's not in this community, so I don't really care about her.
Yeah.
I just heard BHB filed a suit. Yeah, she did. We went over it, baby. We just read it all out.
Yep. She's suing the parents of a missing child and Craddock. And
like the piece of shit she is.
For her Fourth Amendment. Her violation of her Fourth Amendment. That's what she's doing.
You want me to shoot the filing over to you on Discord? I can send it to you if you want me to.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's
the lawyer,
to be honest.
The lawyer omits a lot of facts that should probably have been there, but oh well, it's going to be probably responded to in 21 days.
Yeah, we played the body movement. We played the, if you go to True Krama channel, there's videos on there as well of Betty acting up and, you know, going after the Proudfoots and the Bauer Sox and things like that. She documented pretty much everything, the ROs and all that, which Betty did appeal the ROs, but it's still sitting in appeals court. Did you see the back?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I typed something back there for a sec. That's what I was.
Okay.
I just didn't want to, you know.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that you're finally getting in tune with Duke's diet and eventually actually stopping the pup cups, but you didn't have to like type it in the back about it. Okay?
Are you getting in tune with your plants and the root rot?
I heard you're getting a bunch of plants.
I did, and they're outside and they got good roots. Hold on. Well, she was smart to do this federally. See, I don't know, man. She Betty blows my fucking mind with her bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, if by smart you mean like sitting in the court system for years while she's going to get her whole life probed like no other, because she will be deposed. There won't be like a settlement just tossed to her. So, oh well. And we'll maybe there'll be another deposition of Betty read.
See, a lot of people have said I don't believe her either. I do think they got in a fight or something physical happened. Well, I mean, what do you not believe, Nikki Jax? I'm just curious. What do you not believe? And she said, well, no, anti-slap. Hold on. Well, no, anti-slap is all I mean in making constitutional claims. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think the anti-slap would work in this case. It's basically it has to do with like wrongful arrest, stuff like that.
Yeah. I know. Short things is we had customers send us mini dog treats and treats for us. We have the best customers. You know what? Short things, I did too. You know, a lot of a couple of the subscribers here, they baby the dogs and they send them special little packages. They got these little scarf things, like little bandanas that you put on. They're cute as hell. They love wearing them. They freaking love wearing them. They think they're
Do
just.
we have like weights to them so they can get exercise?
No.
Like little weight bandanas?
No.
Why no?
No, that just sounds fucking ridiculous. Come on.
You know, like train them so
No.
So they could burn extra calories, maybe?
God. Do your plants burn extra calories?
They don't
Are
burn
you
any
doing
calories.
diet water? Have you been checking them to see if they have root rot?
Well,
have you been watering them okay?
Yeah.
Paying attention to them? You got the lights on them the right way? You been over watering them?
No.
You better fucking not be. Jeez.
I don't know. But yeah, Betty's gonna have a fucking disastrous fucking day. I think it's not good. I think she's really gonna put a lot of focus on her. And if I was, I think she's gonna get fucking sued. I think she's gonna get sued.
Well, she's going after the county and the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox. So they can't all answer separately, right?
I think the state takes over. I think like with that, because I think with those types of cases, I don't think I think the
So are Chris and Katie gonna have to hire a lawyer?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100%. You know what I mean? I'm not an attorney, and this is like a specialty type. When you do these types of cases, like every law is different. I mean, like even if you are an attorney, there are specialties in law that are separate and apart from others. So I don't know, but I think usually like the state usually represents everyone, and you're named. They just name them in it, but I could be wrong. They could need an attorney. I don't know. They should definitely consult an attorney. That's definitely something I would say.
Oh, for sure. Look
But I don't
here.
know.
Just where he said, good thing those poor little plants can't speak for themselves. Oh, I know it. Oh, I know. B. Tim, do you even play your plants music or talk to them? Do you even show them love? No, you don't. They're not growing at their best potential.
Yeah, they don't need love. They just need soil, water, and light. That's it.
They do need a little bit of love.
You got nothing. No. Heartless.
I Googled and it says there's an abusive civil action law in Tennessee, and it says more about it too.
Yeah, I mean, I think they definitely need to consult a lawyer. I think they definitely need to see what they could do, because it's kind of gets to the point where it's like the harassment is getting ridiculous. These people still get harassed by this lady.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where it's like, you know, you tried the order of protection. I think now it's time to sue the fuck out of her and take everything she has. Because she's defamed you. She's defamed these people 6 ways from Sundays and accused them of being murderers.
It still continues to say they murdered their child.
And you just automatically lose with that. Yeah, and you just automatically lose in a defamation case like that. And it's going to be a slam dunk. I mean, I think that's what so I would just do it. You want to fucking bring a lawsuit to me? I'm going to bring you the defamation lawsuit to you. Really that simple. I don't even think they need an attorney for that to win, to be honest with you.
Yeah, see, this is going to be super interesting to see what happens. That's what I was thinking. Did you see Ryan Upchurch filed a fucking lawsuit too?
Wow, to who?
Yes, Ryan.
Oh, to the fat guy who collects sperm.
Yes, sure did.
I wasn't surprised with that one.
Yeah, Cheatham County. Look and see if you can find the filing.
He's in a lot of lawsuits.
It would be Cheatham County, I think. Pretty sure that's where he filed it. I don't know. Here, let me go find it. I'll go see. We'll go see it because he fucking filed one on that chat or whatever It is here. Matter of fact, here it is. Ryan Edward Upchurch, petitioner. Gregory Chadwick Shepard is the respondent. Case number, docket number 19965, filed April 27th. And yes, Cheatham County, Ashland City. Can we get that? Can we pull that or no?
I wasn't listening for a second. I just tuned out. I was like looking at stuff. I'm just trying to find it.
Okay. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I'm gonna mute you real quick so we're not typing in their ear. Here, we can go over this if you can't pull it.
Probably a good time seeing this. I don't know how clear this is going to be. Like I said, I went through quite a bit to get this paperwork, and I just real quick glanced over it. I don't know any of the details. I'm going to see it for the first time with you guys. I did go through, though, as you can see here, and attorney's information. Just from an entertainment standpoint, just want to see what his arguments are. Just want to see, is this bogus, as I think it probably is? Belief sounding above law and equity. Give, but using the courts to do it. I want my stuff back. So equity for the following causes, actions, breach of fiduciary duty, equity, fraud, fraudulent concealment, intentional interference, Jesus, with business relationships, oh man, and gross negligence. So my predictions are going to be, it's Chad's fault that things fell through with him, Command Shift, and these other artists and financial guys like the Wiles and Taylor guys. It's going to be all Chad's fault. And then I want my stuff back, and nothing is my fault. Huh? Anybody want to put some predictions with me in the comment section? And don't cheat either. Don't go ahead. I haven't done it, so let's do this together. Entertainment purposes. Petitioner Ryan Edward Upchurch is and has been a resident of Cheatham County for 6 months. I see. So this is just to prove that they're both residents of Cheatham County, I'm assuming, because in order to, I guess, fight each other in court, you have to prove that you've been there for 6 months or whatever. Okay. The acts, inactions, or omissions complained of herein occurred in Cheatham County. Okay, more of that. Petitioner incorporates all proceedings paragraphs, heading claim. Ryan Edward Upchurch is a multi-platinum. I'm surprised that was number 8, Ryan. You wanted to be number 1 on that. Tia, tell him that I'm a multi-platinum. Make sure that you lead with that. That's all it is to him. It's just all big image. It's never been anything else besides, look at me, I'm the greatest ever. Gregory Chad Shepard was employed as the manager for Ryan Edward Upchurch for approximately 9 months, with employment beginning around June 2025 and accumulating with his resignation contrived. They're sassy in this one, dude. This is going to be entertaining. And that's great because it's for entertainment purposes only. So that works out, actually. The most recent period of employment was not the only time respondent worked as an employee with Mr. Upchurch. You're alleging that this isn't the only thing. Everybody knows that. Like, what a waste of a line. No wonder this thing is so long. And I'm probably gonna have to break it up into 2 pieces. Just letting you know that up front. I don't have that much time. Culminating his resignation March 23rd, 2026. The manager of Mr. Upchurch and owed Mr. Upchurch the fiduciary duty of good faith and fair dealing. Obviously, everybody comes in with, obviously that's a given. Anybody that works for you should be in good faith. He was paid a salary of $20,000 per month throughout his employment. Not bad. Respondent also received 5% of each and every track ever released by Mr. Upchurch from the time of his employment to present. Mr. Upchurch did remove him from royalty splits, as those were management royalties only. So I guess if you have like a written up agreement of employment saying, this is what your duties are going to be and this is how you'll be compensated, and you broke it down like that and you said, hey, Chad, it's not that you helped me write any of these hit songs. It's not that you were there, to help in producing them in any way. It is simply a 5% of all tracks, which is interesting, as just a manager salary, as just a compensation for being my manager. And Chad agreed to that and adhered to it by signing it, whatever, and it was notarized and everybody was on the same page. Then, I guess Jerry's got him right where he wants him in that sense. But it's kind of odd. And honestly, knowing the situation as well as I know it, and knowing this fella as well as I know him, Mr. Edward, he would have had to have Chad write that up before Chad ever came. Like, he does nothing on his own. giant man child, has not a single bone in his body is like responsible. Let me stand up and take care of business myself, which is probably why this came about. This is going to be everything was Chad's fault, and you guys are going to see. And once you guys believe that it's Chad's fault, then I've got a foundation to build my comeback on, because I still have this perfect image of whatever, dude. Respondent did not disclose upon employment that respondent was a convicted felon who was convicted for crimes of dishonesty. That kind of goes back to what I was just saying a second ago, right? Where you have to be a grown-up and not a man-child, and you have to actually those are things that you handle yourself. When you're bringing somebody in and giving them essentially full control of your life and finances and all that stuff, then it's kind of up to you to be like, hey, have you ever been convicted of a felony? You know, like, to blame it on somebody after the fact is such a weak move, allegedly, and I'm entertained because this is the purposes of it. Respondent did not disclose upon employment what respondent stole or who respondent stole it from. Bruh. Hi, my name's Chad Shepard. One time I stole a go-kart from Mammy Bo down in Boone, West Virginia. Boone, West Virginia? Bim, West Virginia. The Durkee lore's fading off. Free Durkee. You mean to tell me Mr. Manila Envelope himself? Mr. Manila Envelope. Mr. Manila Envelope with totes of evidence and NDAs and backgrounds and little iPad minis of information. You mean to tell me you didn't look to see if dude was a convicted felon? Another problem that's yours, allegedly. Respondent was Mr. Upchurch's music manager, personal manager, property manager, and interest as an agent of Mr. Upchurch's with the distribution company, the finance company, the accountants, his real estate agent, his employees, with music associates, and with various artists that were hired on Mr. Upchurch's behalf for special projects. Jesus. Suddenly that 20 grand a month doesn't sound like enough. Respondent posted a video purporting to be a trailer of a docuseries. Respondent is promoting, entitled Decent Person, My Time with Ryan Upchurch trailer on April 20th, 2026. The trailer, respondent specifically showed video of the respondent wiring himself with a hidden microphone, intimated, I think that means implying, that he had been wiring himself since at least 22 days in his employment as the manager of Mr. Upchurch. So sometimes people troll people, right? And Ryan used to be good at this. He used to say, oh yeah, well, and bro, all the hidden little spy cameras that you put the little marker over, all that crap. But you know, if somebody was to troll me that way and be like, hey man, I wired myself. And it kind of a test to see if you're worried about anything. If you're going to be like, well, I don't care if you did that or not, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm a good old country boy. I'm the shoot your local heroin dealer guy. So it doesn't matter what he recorded. But if you freak out, and that's in page 2 of the lawsuit, then it makes it sound like you might have been worried if you actually did. Respondent never once disclosed to Mr. Upchurch that he was wearing a hidden microphone. Bruh. First of all, if number 19, if he's trolling, then he never was. So number 20 wouldn't matter, right? Wow. While it is legal to record communications to which one party in the state.
See how his shit don't make any fucking sense?
Well, a lawyer's going to write down any sort of stupid things you're going to want them to say if you're paying them money, I guess. I mean, why would you make a guy who collects people's bones as a fucking trophy your fucking manager? I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know why the fuck he did that in the first place, but whatever.
I would let him.
I'm not playing all this. I just dropped his link in the chat if you guys want to watch it or whatever to go through all of it. He reads all of it out. It's a long fucking video, so I'm not going to go through all of it. But
it's clear that respondent had a long design and strategize. Oh, okay. So use his time with Mr. Upchurch, not for Mr. Upchurch's benefit as a fiduciary must, but for his own glory, benefit, and hope of social media career. Glory. That's what it is.
So this goes all the fucking way to the end here.
How many pages is it?
You got me. He's 92. We're on 92 here. So
92 pages?
No. We're on. It said 92. Number 92.
Okay.
Like 7. It says paperwork, so I don't know if they uploaded it.
Shut off.
I don't know if Chad uploaded this for him on StreamYard because it says paperwork, and then he's on here playing it. So this is a video he's playing on his StreamYard, but I don't see how many pages. It doesn't say exactly how many pages it is.
Literally drafted up with an attorney and submitted to the court where you clearly contradict yourself. and you want to be a victim and say that your power got shut off because you had no way of paying it. You had no access to that. You didn't even know who they were.
What?
You had to frantically look up each utility company.
So that's the one. Here's the guy he's suing right
I woke
here.
up this morning from a text.
The guy he's suing right here.
Let's see if you can see it.
The bone collector.
It's kind of shit. I'm just figuring out, start documenting the kind of shit that comes through my phone. What's buzzing, cousin? Wrong number. Sorry, I'm from To Catch a Thief and Kill a Snake. How are you this morning? Calling you, buddy. Hey. Hello? Hey, you called me at a good time. What's your name? Hey, what's your name? 205-677-6731. Well, damn, brother, you don't want to talk now? Why are you so quiet? Well, damn, here's what I'm doing that Ryan's not doing. I'm still going to the gas station. I'm still going to public events. I'm still going around town. And you don't get away with it that easy, brother.
Bro, is that a satanic fucking pentagram on his chest?
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please
Yeah.
leave your message after the tone.
How weird is this?
Exactly. And when you call the number, it said Chelsea, Alabama, which, hey, at least they have a little bit of creativity. But this is how it goes. None of these people answer the phone. When you answer it and you fucking give them a little of their shit back, then they don't know how to react. But literally very few of you have actually answered. And a few of you have actually answered, and we've had conversations. And by the end of it, you feel a lot differently about me. And you apologize. And that's fine. And I'm not going to put those people on blast. And I'm really saving some of this for the last episode, just to see some of the fucking bullshit that I've been living with. I never changed my number. You're not going to scare me out of changing my number and moving out of my fucking house. Dude, I'm 20 minutes down the road from you. I'm in Cheatham County, dog. In Cheatham County. And for the first time ever, you're putting a restraining order. I've never threatened you. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. You doxed my number. You did all this. You sent people to my house. You got people calling me and making little threats and then hanging up and doing the whole Google phone number thing. But what y'all don't know is I'm literally about to be, oh yeah, wrong number.
Is that an upside down cross on his chest?
Yeah, of course you didn't, because you thought I was sitting with somebody, and that's just me fucking with you. I never wanted this. And that's the main thing I'm trying to get the point.
What?
Is that an upside down cross on his chest as well?
I'm sure it is, B-Tim. I mean, he's a devil worshiper. He collects bones. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you don't know, when you have the upside down pentagram, it means that the material, it's like a cardinal thing, like materialism, supersedes the heavens type of deal. So it's fucking not a good thing.
This is what he's suing him for. This one, decent person. My time with Ryan Upchurch, 10,000 views 2 weeks ago. It's this one. This one here for number 2, and the decent person. This one here, top secret Empire meeting that Ryan never knew about, allegedly.
So, I mean, maybe the problem, Ryan, was not to have the bone collecting Satanist as your fucking manager.
And then here's Trevor. This is his other buddy, Trevor, talking about him and his time with him. And he says that Ryan, it says, allegedly, this may be the last time we can speak on this matter. It's not because I don't want to. It's also not because there is a ton more, because there is. I had to get this out before we were silenced. All I ask is to keep an open mind and form your own opinion. I will leave you with one quote. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay.
Oh,
this is only what?
And by the way, I'm just letting people might be wondering why I'm calling him the bone collector. This man collects human bones.
Right. Yeah.
Not even making that shit up. He was on Soft White Underbelly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He does. He definitely does. He's a weirdo for sure, in my opinion. But anyways, it's him.
So we put a lot of thought into this series. Me and my wife, she's over here, Chelsea, and we had a plan for everything. But due to the circumstances that we're in right now, we feel it's better. We're going to have to change the format for this episode, and if we even get to do more episodes, we will. But we really want to drive this home. Now, I will start by saying this isn't meant for kids. If you have any kids in the area, please hit the pause button, send them out of the room. They do not need to hear this. In the event we're not able to do any more on this particular topic.
Yeah, Ryan allegedly was paying him $20,000 a month.
Why the fuck would kids be watching your channel, sir? You're literally got a pentagram and a upside down cross.
On YouTube, you have to mark it. I do too now, and I mark all of mine 18 and above, and that way they don't even have to report my videos anymore. Even if they do, they're already marked 18 and above. And no, it's not for kids. You have to mark yes, it's for kids, or no, it's not. You have to put that on YouTube now. You have to mark every live. So that's why he's saying that, because you have to now. They make you.
We needed to go ahead and get this episode out. So we were literally planning on having kind of a fun day because we've been dealing with all this sad, depressing shit for how long now, babe?
A month.
A month. And unfortunately, due to circumstances that happened today, it's got to come out ASAP. So I'm just going to leave it at that. If you got a kid in the room, send them out. Once again, this isn't intended for all audiences. And all I'm asking for you guys is to keep an open mind. I'm not trying to make you, I'm trying to give my story, our story. All of us involved are trying to give our story. And that's it. I just am asking for you to keep an open mind and form your own opinion by the end of this. That's all I'm asking for. That's all right. I'm only wanting to capture this because I want people to know how real this is about what we're about to do. I just went back and listened to the thing. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Nobody should have to go through that shit. I know I did, but lucky for me, I've had years of experience dealing with that.
I'm sorry, I didn't protect you, guys.
It's not your fault.
If I would have been there, I swear.
It's not your fault. You didn't know. You didn't fucking know. How could have any of us known?
Because I'll be honest, I skipped over a lot of stuff the first time I listened to it because it was just traumatic. As someone who understands.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So that's Trevor and Chad and their girlfriend talking. That's Trevor.
You claim that? You say that you're a good person? It's not your fault. You didn't know.
So Trevor was one of Ryan Upchurch's really good buddies, and that plate's an ashtray. She's ashing her cigarette on that, and it looks to be a cigarette pack, a sock, ear pods, maybe upside down, mushrooms or ear pods, one or the other, and a coffee cup, and a lighter, and a water bottle.
I wouldn't allow these people to cut my motherfucking grass, let alone be my manager that does all my billing. And
he did all kinds of stuff, like had all his videos, and he was making videos for him, and he was doing all kinds of stuff. Trevor was doing all kinds of shit. Trevor had his passwords and stuff and was helping him with his phones and helping him with all of his stuff. Trevor really did a lot of shit for him. Like the guy right here, he did a lot of shit for him. A lot.
Why do you need all these people? Isn't he an adult? You can't keep passwords?
Well, he's got to have his team. This when, I mean, let's listen to it because they go the fuck off. Like they go off.
You didn't fucking know. How could have any of us known?
Because I'll be honest, I skipped over a lot of stuff the first time I listened to it because it was just traumatic. As someone who understands.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame Chelsea. I don't blame anyone around us besides that one fucking piece of shit man we had to deal with for how long?
Fucking too long.
It's okay.
I'm going to step out. I can't be a part. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking mad. This is
fuck
fucking
him up, don't you?
This is so fucking hard. I mean, look at the fucking size difference. Ryan's close to my size. This guy is the size of my child.
We are all family. And you, being the motherfucker that you are, you don't know the definition of fucking family. You claim this, you claim that, you say that you're a good person? Fuck you. Genuinely, fuck you.
Baby, I'm fuck.
It's okay.
Fuck. You didn't deserve that, dude.
That's okay. I dealt with worse.
All right.
Well, I haven't heard it yet, so now I'm.
You haven't heard it?
I want her to hear it. during the interview because she needs to hear it too.
Absolutely.
I'm going to cut this. I'm going to let me, you, and Chelsea deserve vindication. That's what this is going to be about. I'm going to be honest with you, Trevor. I'm not going to sit in here. I can't because I'm just kind of I don't want to. It's going to let it be her and you, and she's going to get ready, and then we'll get started.
Hey.
But I think that looks. Let me see.
It's okay.
Let me see. Actually, let's see if we turn this up. I literally don't have time to even break out all the good stuff.
Let me at least change my shirt.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll tell you one thing. If what I think's on this phone when he gets here and there's naked pictures of my kid on there and death, I'm calling the cops. And you're going to get picked up for child porn for putting it on the phone because you're the one that created fucking iCloud. Who took the pictures? Whose phone is it? It's your phone. What? Try to get out of this, and dude, I swear to fucking God, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not even doing anything. Do you think this is funny? No. Because if there's pictures of my daughter on this phone, that iCloud that was made by you, that knows how to do this, that means I took the picture and it's on my other phone. And you took the picture and put it on another phone. I didn't. That makes you the one who done it, Trevor. I didn't do anything like that. You just said on that fucking record right there that you made it. I made the iCloud. That means you transferred the data, dummy. No, I didn't. That's a brand new. Hey. That phone makes naked pictures of my kid on it.
Damn, bro, are you serious, Ryan? You fucking piece of shit. What the fuck?
We're calling the fucking cops.
I'm going to walk out.
This is the day that Ryan put the video up where they were all sitting at the fucking table. I couldn't even deal with fucking Ryan on a regular day, let alone meth maxing or Adderall maxing or fucking dope maxing or anything else. Fuck that.
This guy is unhinged. So basically, he had photos of his kid in one phone, and the iCloud automatically updated in another phone, and he thinks this guy's like trying to take pictures.
Yeah, he thinks Trevor did it.
He does realize iCloud is linked to multiple phones.
Man, listen. Right now, it sounds like he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
And if there were still such important pictures, why would you upload them in your iPhone? Why wouldn't you not have them more secure,
Well, this is what Ryan didn't want out. This is why Ryan filed a lawsuit, because this shit got posted.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so this stuff got posted, and here, this shit was posted 10 days ago, and the lawsuit was filed, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
So he filed it a week later and told him he was not going to let him put any more out. Here's this other one, Decent Person, My Time with Ryan Upchurch. This is where it starts. This is episode 1. Here's the lawsuit. It says hot off the press part 1, and then he's got part 2 somewhere. Here's this one right here. The top secret meeting Ryan never knew about. This one is part of this right here.
Puts a whole new spin on things. That's the first time I've heard that in its entirety.
My name is Trevor Bro, Trever. Last name Braud.
And how long did you work for Ryan Upchurch?
Late 2016, early 2017, because he showed up at the landfill one day when I was there working because of my felony charges of misuse of computers and so on and so forth. If it ain't expunged off on my record, you can find it. But long story short, he showed up. He was like, "What are you here for?" I told him, and then he was like, hell yeah. And he gave me $100 tip. And I was like, if you ever need any computer help or anything like that, just let me know. And then long story short, a few months later, I get reached out by
and he wanted me to come over and talk to Ryan Upchurch. And then proceeded to basically make a contract between me and him to where I'd work for him and recover his Facebook, because that's when his Facebook got hacked. And honestly, it's history.
So from that point, you essentially became Ryan's tech person. Text, any kind of tech support or anything.
Any of that matter, yes.
I'm sorry. That's
okay. I was a kid. I was a fucking kid.
How old were you when you started working with Ryan?
16 or 17. I go by the year.
Ryan went through phones
consistently,
pretty frequently.
Yep.
Apple phones. You have an Apple ID and iCloud automatically basically gets uploaded anytime you get a new iPhone and you enter that Apple ID, and then the data is transferred just like it was. Essentially clones the previous phone.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
That phone that was found in stitches had been one of his personal phones, or it had been bought for some kind of use of his. It was set up under his iCloud, therefore his data would have been transferred to it.
Correct. Sorry, it's kind of it's a whole thing.
Okay.
So basically, just long story short, the phone was found, charge it, and then we figured out that it was Ryan's phone.
Because the passwords that you used to set up his devices were the passcodes. They were pretty consistent. They would either be something or like one of 1, 2, 3 options of what his passcodes would be. He was afraid that the content of what was on his phone currently would have been on another phone, or he's wondering why it would have been on that phone. So essentially the pictures that he took, and I heard you kind of trying to explain that to him, the pictures that he took on his phone would be linked to an iCloud. And if that phone had been set up under that same iCloud, that means the pictures that he had taken under the iCloud would also be on that device.
Because it would sync, yes.
There's no question that there was nothing nefarious done, no hacking done to any of his phones, that it's just as simple as he took the pictures and they're on his iCloud.
Yeah. And that recording right there that y'all will listen to, unfortunately, that was me being lucky and starting to record. He has video proof of all of it.
How does he have video proof of all of it?
He set up a phone to record the whole interaction. Video. I've never recorded him before, but as soon as he laid his hands on me the first time, that's when I started recording.
So that wasn't the first time he'd ever laid his hands on you?
No. That night, he laid his hands on me once. And then I was like, okay, I know where this is going. So I started recording.
So previous to what we heard, that night, he had already been physical with you?
Yes. Has he gotten up in my fucking face before and threatened me? Absolutely.
Sorry, this is just...
No, it's just as difficult for me as it is for you, trust.
Can you tell me how you felt in that moment?
When he first laid his hands on me?
From the moment that you started recording until the end.
I was scared. I was terrified. I was fucking terrified. I mean, look at me. Look at him. That motherfucker could palm my head and pick me up. And I know I'm trying to joke about it. And it's nothing to joke about, but that's my way of coping.
Can you tell me why it was such an impactful moment for you?
Well, one, I was abused by my and so it very much reminded me of my abusive. And so after that night, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I was scared for my life.
You believe in Big Tim?
I believe him.
I have to protect myself, whether I want to or not.
Can you elaborate a little more on why you never went back and why you were so scared?
So basically, he told me that night, but he specifically said, I will find you if you move, if you quit. And obviously I said, I won't quit because I'm trying to save my own ass in that moment.
But you did quit after that night. You never went back.
I never went back after that night.
So can you tell me about what happened after you never went back? Like, what was the sequence of events?
Okay, so after I left, obviously went back home to the North Pool house that was supposed to be mine. I went home and I never went back. And then all of a sudden I have people apparently peeking through my windows at night when I'm trying to bake dinner and make dinner for the family that I do have. And they would sit across the way and just watch. He pulled up a many a time into the driveway, had individuals knock on my door, try to get my attention, try to get me to come out of the house. And there's honestly more instances that I could say, but this video would be like 2 hours long.
And you did leave the house?
I was given 10 days.
You were given 10 days to leave, and you did.
Through the court.
I remember there being, he went online and posted something about a bunch of lights and a bunch of Apple tags.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
So, me and Chad went on TikTok shop and bought those lights because he wanted them at the ranch and at his house. I had mentioned to him on multiple occasions while I was at his house, like, hey, do you want to get those lights, set up? And he never really gave me an answer. So about the Apple tags, he wanted to stick one in every one of his vehicles so he could track them wherever they went.
There is an anecdote that Chad tells.
So he was tracking their vehicles and shit too? Damn, Ryan, what the fuck?
Bro, who would want to work with this guy? This guy's fucking horrible. He's a horrible boss.
Ryan is a multimillionaire and had no idea where any of it was going, had no clue his bills were direct deposit or anything. I believe that they were all scheming. I believe that too, that dude.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is that when you go to like hire the bone collector and a kid that who's just went to jail for computer crimes, possibly, it sounds like, what did you expect was going to happen? If I went to a jailhouse and I was a multimillionaire and I said, you know what? Bone collector, Satanist man, would you like to be my manager? What do you think was going to happen? I don't know. I'm not really expecting too much, to be honest with you. Are you expecting? Am I a little bit being a little?
I mean, I don't know. He did hire a fucking 18-year-old felon, so.
And a guy to collect. Worse off, the Satanist that collects humans' bones. Like, why would I ever be safe with you? You might turn me into a collectible. Why the fuck would I want to be around you? I don't know, man. I'm not hanging around a guy that collects human bones. Unless you're a doctor and you're like doing it for like a chiropractic and you're just like in medical reasons and shit like that. But when you're like literally got your house that looks like fucking 1,000 corpse horror movie or some shit with dead bodies fucking all over the place, I don't know. I don't want to be around you. And Ryan Upchurch has to be like out of his fucking mind to have that guy run his whole organization. Out of your fucking mind.
Well, I don't think, and to be fair, I don't think he was running his whole organization, but he was running his videos and shit.
Yeah, what do you think that is? That's his job. That's where he makes all his money. And who's paying the bills?
Right. And he took all that shit with him, too. He took all that shit with him.
Like, are you serious?
I think now he's realizing it.
First off, you should have an account.
Well, everybody's left him.
Mm-hmm. First off, if the guy handling my bills needs to be an accountant, like an actual certified accountant, who's boring as hell. I want him so boring, it's like he puts me to sleep. I don't want some guy that's collecting human bones, paying my bills, and all this stuff. I'm sorry, no. Give me like the white bread guy that's just chill and talks about investment opportunities and watches Wall Street, reads the Wall Street Journal or some shit. I don't want the bone collector as my financial expert. This is crazy. This is how you know Ryan's fucked in the head. No normal person would ever make this guy run your entire life. Maybe you'll make him edit your videos here and there, but making him run your whole fucking entire life, you got to be out of your fucking mind.
Right. And that's crazy, too. Hey, Amy, what's up, baby?
Hi, Trey. How are you?
Hi, baby.
Oh, boom, baby. Oh, somebody puts a cap in your ass. Did you hear me?
Well, you gotta be careful what you say a little bit, you know.
Hi, Creamy. How am I going to get Wilhelm Buddy back?
No, it's just I'm sure the court system will deal with her, you know, civil wise, you know.
Don't I need to raise money for Kate and Chris?
I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see.
No, don't I need to raise money for them?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see what they're doing. We don't know. It was only filed yesterday, so we don't know what's gonna happen in the future.
You know what I'm gonna do? Get this court papers and wipe my ass. Let them. You said back to baby.
Well, let's hope to do that, but we know you're joking.
Yeah.
We know you're joking, because that would be a waste of paper. Anyway, because you printed them on there.
That's Queen Bee.
Queen Bee's probably with the Bone Collector. He's listening to the Bone Collector.
Huh?
We're watching about the Bone Collector.
Oh God.
He collects human bones. Not this guy, the bald guy with the pentagram on his chest.
B10 tells me that you love Disney.
What?
Yeah.
No, I don't love.
Yeah.
No.
I just heard Amy say you told her you love Disney.
No, that's a lie.
What, Big Tim?
He loves Cinderella.
No, I don't.
You love Cinderella, Big Tim. I knew it. I knew it.
No.
No, I do to Wilhelm Buddy. Creamy.
Do what?
What am I going to do to Wilhelm Buddy?
Yeah, she's Bullhorn Betty's back on her bullshit again.
No, what am I going to do?
Well, nothing. She's already filed the lawsuit, so
Sue
we're
her.
going to sit back and wait and see how things go.
I might need to sue her.
Well, I mean, I don't know what Chris and Katie's going to do. I mean, they could decide to sue the hell out of her, but it's up to them. And now it's like we'll see what happens with that case. You know what I mean? They have 21 more days or some, like, I don't know, maybe longer, I don't know, but to reply, and you'll see what the complaint is. But I don't think it's going to be the victory that she thinks she's going to have.
I know. She's going to be up the lawsuit.
Yeah, I think she's just going to, I personally think this is a disastrous situation. I don't think it's a smart idea.
She's going to lose.
Yeah.
God doesn't like evil. This is evil. She's Satan.
Well,
So-
I know a great financial advisor. This guy over here we're watching, he's called the Bone. He collects human bones, and he was
I know. She needs to get a job. She needs to get up her fucking ass and get a job. I mean,
Well, I think this guy here we're watching, the bald guy, we were previously with the tattoos and everything, would be a great financial expert for Betty.
I have to go, Chris. I've been yelling in my voice.
Well,
It's
the good news is aliens are real. The bad news is Betty's a cow, and she'll be abducted. She'll be abducted by those aliens. So,
yeah. Okay. I trust you later.
all right, you have a good one. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm pretty stuck on the Bone Collector thing. That shit's weird.
You suck.
Oh, fuck.
Dang, Miss Amy got you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty stuck on the Bone Collector thing. I can't imagine anyone in their right mind deciding to think that it's like remotely a good idea to collect bones of human beings and put them into a collection. Like, that's a level of disrespect that is like, you don't hear that shit that much. That's like huge disrespect. If I found out my relatives' bones were being collected by this freak, I'd be so fucking pissed off. Be like, what the fuck? That's why, I'm going with the cremation option. Just a heads up. Because I don't want some weirdo having my bones as a fucking ashtray in the middle of his weirdo house. Okay? You just convinced me. Hell no. Hell no, you're not getting my bones. My bones are not going to be sold as a commodity for these fucking weirdos. Fuck that. Bye. Animal bones are different than human bones. Like, I get like, you know, there's hobbies and that, but like fucking human bones, man. That was a person. That's like that's so fucking disrespectful. That's so fucked up. Like, that's so fucked up. And also, how the hell are you going to explain that when people come to the house? Like, imagine if, let's say, you even have a date or something, and you walk in and you bring your date in and she sees a fucking human skull on the table. Well, that ends the fucking date pretty quickly. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's a fucking icebreaker. Queen, what would you do if you walked into someone's house and they had a whole fucking human skeleton all over the house? Well, she's dealing with.
Well, I'd probably turn around and sorry, my little one was standing here. I'd probably turn around and fucking leave. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to hang.
Yeah, like fuck no, no one would hang. No one would ever hang there.
No, now if it was Halloween and stuff like that, but with this David shit going on and all these crazy cases, fuck no.
Yeah, hell no. Don't want to be the next Gaines fucking victim. Geen victim here, made into a fucking lampshade by some crazy person. We'll play more of this.
Right. Not a lampshade.
You'll be an ashtray. You died as you lived as an ashtray.
Right.
No, he'll turn you into a bong. Just your skull with like a thing. With your like, turn your skull into a bong like piece.
Hey, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Kind of the moment, like Chad kind of caught him in his tactics, I guess. Chad was in the house and had said something, like pulled Chad aside and was like, you know, that wasn't directed towards you, kind of thing. I'm paraphrasing here. It wasn't directed towards you. You're the only one I trust. You know, I'll say things to try to catch people or plant things or whatever.
Absolutely.
Did he ever do that with you?
Yeah, he said the same exact things. He said that to everyone that was around at the time.
The night of the recording.
Yeah.
Can you tell me kind of the sequence of events that happened? How did you end up at the house?
So long story short, a phone got found in a truck that was given to a now ex-employee. And I talked to an ex-employee and got him to put it on charge. Then after it charged up, we talked. I told him, hey, put in this pin. And it was Ryan's pin to his phones, new phones.
Because you set up, when Ryan has a phone, you set it up almost every time.
Every time.
Every time you set
Every time. And so then it kind of went towards, hey, come over, I lost a badge.
So there was a ruse, essentially, to get you over to the house.
It's basically just a situation to get me over there.
And then after you looked for the badge and everything, he confronted you.
Yeah. He confronted me, and then that is where he ended up pushing me against the wall really hard. I fell. That's when I started recording.
Can I ask you why you didn't press charges on Ryan that night?
I was told it wasn't the best course of action by county.
I'd love to know who you talked to, because
I know it was a young guy.
So there was an officer. So you did go to the police?
Yes.
After Ryan assaulted you?
Yes.
And you were told that it wasn't the best idea to press assault charges against him?
Basically. They were like, well, you have no proof.
Did you show them the recording?
They didn't want to hear it. They said, we can't hear it. Oh, there is so much more that you don't know, Chelsea. I had come over to the house and basically them being like, all right, you and Ryan are, you just need to block him and, just.
Just makes me so fucking angry. Because you didn't deserve any of that. And I don't care who it is that puts their hands on somebody for any fucking reason. That's not okay. And I know that Chad feels very strongly that he failed you, because if he had been there, obviously that would have been stopped. And, I worked for I work hand in hand with all of these officers, and if that phone call would have come through and I would have gotten it, I would have absolutely spoken up on your behalf. I had Chad go, file the proper paperwork and do record requests and stuff like that. I'm not losing my job for that motherfucker. I'm not gonna feed him fucking information. There were so many times that stuff came through, just like the day that, I knew that there was an officer over at the house. I knew what was going on. And that was a really hard day because I also knew that my husband was out with Ryan. I didn't know if he was physically with him at that point in time, but I knew that my husband's day was about to get really fucking bad because I know the first thing that I could think of was Ryan getting a gun and, somebody himself, whatever. I was scared. I was extremely scared that day. And I sat there. And she
said Ryan getting a gun and offing him or somebody else. Is that what she just fucking said? Wow, dude.
Anyway, Queen, I gotta skedaddle. I'll see.
All right, you heading to bed?
Yeah, you know me.
All right, man. Good night.
Night.
Catch you on the flip side. I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
All right, good night. All right, here we go, guys. Listen to this.
I knew what was going on. And that was a really hard day because I also knew that my husband was out with Ryan. I didn't know if he was physically with him at that point in time, but I knew that my husband's day was about to get really fucking bad because I know the first thing that I could think of was Ryan getting a gun and, somebody himself, whatever. I was scared. I was extremely scared that day.
Wow.
And I sat there and I knew all that was going on. And I went outside to smoke while the call was going on because I didn't know what to do because I felt trapped. Like I felt like my hands were tied because I'm not going to jeopardize because it's not only my job, but it's illegal. I even left my phone on my partner's desk when I went outside so that if they pulled the footage of that time and tried to say that I had given anybody a heads up, I left my phone inside so that nobody could say that I gave somebody a heads up. And I went to my supervisor and I explained to her the situation of what was going on. And she told me, everything that comes through that's put in the calls is public record. So when the officer clears the call, that I'm allowed to say what's in, the call, nothing more. And that's exactly what I did. Like the moment that I was able to, I did that day because my husband was there. But absolutely, unequivocally hard no. If you would have called in and said, this is what's going on. Actually, you did tell me. You did tell me you would call in. You did tell me that there was paperwork and I never told him. Because he's going to get served with it anyways. What a piece of shit. And I'm so sorry that he used my name to try to intimidate you.
It's okay. And it's not your fault. It could have been anyone in that fucking department that was feeding him information.
In fact, I knew when a couple of the things that were filed on him came through and I never fucking told him. Because he's going to find out anyways.
Yeah.
So what am I going to give him, a 5-minute fucking heads up? I definitely know there are a few that give him preferential treatment, but I also know that there are several that don't give a flying fuck about him.
And I'm glad.
And they're tired of the shit.
I'm glad.
And I really wish that I could get you in touch with them because they would have taken you seriously.
No one took me seriously. Not a single fucking one that I talked to.
Let you know when the test begins. The test is about to begin in about 3 seconds. Just answer yes or no, fuck. Regarding whether or not you told the truth concerning the specific issues discussed today, do you intend to answer truthfully to each of my questions?
Yes.
Do you remember lying about something serious you thought could not be proven?
No.
Did Ryan have knowledge of the storage unit that you got him on his behalf?
Yes.
Did you pay the storage bill so Ryan would not lose his merchandise?
Yes.
Do you remember lying on someone to get even with?
No.
Have you supplied Ryan with heroin, meth, or cocaine, or any other drug?
No.
Has Ryan ever tried to set you up on multiple occasions?
Yes.
Has Ryan ever made any false police reports?
Yes.
Do you remember lying about something serious you thought could not be proven?
No.
Has Ryan ever tracked his employees via location services, Apple Tag, and having people to follow them?
Yes.
Has Ryan stalked or had people to stalk on Ryan's behalf?
Yes.
Did you help Ryan with writing songs and making videos you never received credit from?
Yes.
Were you truthful to me during the interview today?
Yes.
Did you really have a TBI agent come to your house last year concerning Ryan?
Yes.
Did you purposely lie today on your polygraph test?
No.
This test is complete. Please remain still. All right, you're free to stand. How you feel?
Good.
Okay. My professional opinion, telling the truth on these questions, man.
Thank you.
Licensed in the state of Tennessee. Different types of tests that we conduct here is marital infidelity, sports testing like fishing tournament, criminal testing, Just about all sorts of different types of testing. I've done probably over 70,000 to 80,000 since 1984 of various types of tests.
Yeah. Here since 1984, literally a couple years after I was born. So, hey, thank you. I can't tell you what this means to me and my family.
Oh, really?
Just to have the vindication. And if you knew like the hell that I've been going through, and like it's been pretty rough because, you know, I've been attacked by a guy who has a big following.
So it says very little editing. Let's see here. No color treatment, no music, just raw footage threw together before we are silenced. I'm not sure what happens next, but regardless, we have each other and we have people that truly care and love us. Let's see if we are able to figure this out and extend. We promise the next one won't be so depressing. For the first time ever, we've made ourselves vulnerable to the world in hopes that we get vindication. This is ultimately your opinion to make. Stay tuned for what happens next. See you guys soon. Thanks for the team and all the countless messages and calls and support. But, you know, all this. So there's that. And yeah, they all seem to be fucking wild as hell, if you ask me. I don't know. All that shit seems crazy. Ryan filing a fucking lawsuit seems crazy. Thank you, Earthy, for dropping everybody off. We appreciate that. I think we're going to head over to the sidebar and finish our BJ review. Yeah, it's kind of wild that he's doing that, really. I mean, I don't know. Seems pretty freaking nuts. Uh-oh, I'm back, bought a case of beer and announced a granddaddy perp. I know that's right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. It's 10:30. I think, what is it, in Cali? It's like 8:30. It's still early. We can go over to the sidebar, or you know what I mean? We can hang out for a little bit here, or we can be done. Whatever y'all want to do. Turn this off because it's kind of loud up there. Okay. Is that better? It's 8:33 there. It's 10:33 here, so it's kind of early. I did appreciate Nonsense apologizing. That was really nice of her. I thought that was pretty cool that she took the time to do that, because I was pretty upset when I heard the comparison to David. So I thought that was pretty nice of her to do that, because I don't want to really be, you know, pulled into the middle. So I, you know, abso-fucking-lutely. Otherwise, I mean, I can catch you guys in the morning time. It's kind of up to y'all. What do y'all want to do? You want to log out for the night? I mean, you want to hang out? You want to go over BJ's fucking live from last night? I mean, I don't know what y'all want. What do y'all want to do? It's 4:30 in the morning in the UK. Damn. 4:30 a.m., huh? I gotta join. I'm not supposed to even talk about it, so I won't tell you guys, but guess we could go over to Twitch. Oh, where are they at? The gems. Where do you find those at? I don't know where they are, baby. Here, let me go look. Let me find them. Are they in like the normal chat or what? I don't see anything on here. Oh, yeah, I do. Here, let me see here. Send a floating heart for 10 jewels. Thank you. Did it just pop up on there? The gems? Thank you. Go over to the sidebar. Alrighty, well, let's head over there, I guess. We'll go over there and hang for a little bit. Hold on one sec. Yes, thank you guys for the little jewels. They just popped up on there. Thank you very much. And it's a Mother's Day weekend. I mean, I don't really have much going on tonight. I have plans Sunday, but that's really it. Other than that, don't really have much going on tonight. Don't really have much going on tomorrow. You know, I ain't really got much going on. What you guys got going on, you little mamas? You guys got all kinds of stuff going on. Y'all busy this weekend? You got shit happening or what? Streets are kind of boring tonight, huh? Seems pretty boring to me. WSU mama for 16 months. It's only 8:30 in the PNW. Well, shit. It's still early there too, huh? Thank you, Tanya Jones, for the Mother's Day jewels. Those are pretty cool. They just pop up on the screen. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's boring as hell tonight, ain't it? I don't really hear there ain't really too much going on tonight. These streets are boring. But you know what? Sometimes it's called the calm before the storm. So you got to look out for that. You really never know, you know? You really never know what's coming. You know? You really never know what's coming. Well, I don't even know. Has BJ went live since last night? Has she been on? I don't think she's been on at all, has she? I don't think so. She must be busy with that baby. She's busy with that baby. Let's hang out wherever it's early. I know it's fucking boring. I'm bored. I'm bored as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you right now. I'm fucking bored. And there ain't shit going on tonight. Everybody's pretty calm. People seem to be chilling. There's not very many people on here tonight. She's hanging with that baby. There's people here, but people are scared to chat, I'm guessing. They don't want to deal with the backlash of being chatting with other people, I'm guessing. I don't really know. Don't know, don't care, not for the bullshit. So I don't really give a fuck. I know I'm bored. What do y'all want to do? Let's go ding dong ditch somebody. What do you guys want to do? Let's go be ornery with the cat shit. Let's go find somebody to fuck with. Let's go see. Hold on. Who can we fuck with right now? Where's Rowena at? What the fuck is this fool doing? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I was gonna call Rowena and see what she was doing. I don't know. We can go over here to the sidebar and fucking finish our review on the beach. I haven't heard from Tyrone at all, and I have no interest in hearing from Tyrone. She can just stay her ass right the fuck on over there. Yeah, it is too quiet. It's the calm before the storm. It's the calm before the storm, man. Rowena, why the fuck aren't you answering my calls? Rowena. Rowena. You ain't slept in 3 damn days. I don't want to hear that. You have slept in 3 days, you fib. You're fibbing me, you lar. Rowena, where are you? I know you hear us. Damn it, Donna said, girl, bye. I'm so up for no good. I know, right? Let's go get ourselves in fucking trouble. What the fuck we gonna do? We can't do it on here. They report the fuck out of us. Shit, we got to fucking get us a Patreon so we can go act the fuck up. So we can hide and act the fuck up. Damn it. You guys want to? Okay, you want me to teleport you over there? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Dang it. I gotta go. Let's see here. We got this on the sidebar. It's 10:43. We got 10:45. All right. Let me see if I can go over here and do this. I mean, I guess we could review CPS caller, but that ain't no fun either, you know? She's over there going the fuck off, so that really isn't too much fun, really. You know what I mean? Let's see. Bam. So we got that one. Which must be the phone one. All right, let's redirect this one. Damn it. All right. Got it. To redirect both. When we shut this off, it'll go right on over there. All right. All right, then. Guess I'll meet y'all over there. If you don't see me soon, you know I fell asleep. No, I'm just playing with you guys. I ain't going to do you like that. I'm not going to do you like that. I promise I won't. You guys would fuck me and clean up for that, huh? So, all right, we're going to the Hive sidebar and then go fall asleep. Y'all would say, fuck you. Oh, shit. What in the hellfire? Y'all would fucking tear me a new one for that. All right, I got this shit set up for the Hive here. You know I had to talk some shit. What here? I am dead. Just heard motivational bedsters. If you put in the work, and all I could think of was Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. Damn it. Now, come on. All right, come over to the Hive sidebar and talk shit with us over there. Yes, tuck in your wings and stingers. Let's fucking go. All right, you guys ready or what? Coco, are you in here? Well, I hope you are. I don't see you in here, but if you are, I hope you're having a good night, baby. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Yes. Okay, ready? Yeah, tuck in your wings and your stingers. Heads right out. There you are, baby. I hope you're having a good night. Happy Friday, baby. All right, here we go. QB out. See you guys over there.